Hey everybody, welcome to Starbase Sagan. I am your host and chief, alien? Yeah, Professor Lynx. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you've been having a fantastic week. Wow.
To the real world.
Resub Space Samurai 1024. Resub for 1 month at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 32 months. Someone check on him. I feel like that's a sign of mental illness, but hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Wow. Thank you. Wow, 34 months. That is nuts. That is... Wow. I don't... It doesn't even feel like... That is so long. I don't even feel like I've been streaming for that long. Like, I know I started streaming... So when did I start streaming? It was 2020. It's still... Yeah, it's still 2020. Yeah, that makes sense. But it was 2020. And I want to say... It was spring? Longest March on record? Yeah. Smarch. I want to say it was like April or May that I started. And I've been going... Not every month. I have... I've been I took some long breaks, but you didn't, like... Well, what was 32 months ago? No, well, it wouldn't have been 32 months ago. It would have been 32 months since I got affiliate. And then you subbed. You were one of my first subs. Yeah. 32 months. Not a break. Wow. Nutty. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. That's insane. That's insane. Yeah. So what are we doing? What are we doing today? We're playing some I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. I've gotten to I'm 11 now. It's a wonderful age to be. Hang on for one moment. I'm actually very curious how long this game is. It just occurred to me. How long is this game? It is such a good game. I'm actually curious. So, if I were to play the main story, according to howlongtobeat.com, the main story is about 11 hours. Just over 11 hours. The main story and extras, there's apparently extras, is 27 hours and 48 minutes on average. And one person completionist at 53 hours. I don't think we're gonna get that far, but yeah. We'll probably be able to get this done. Wow, 11 out. So how long have we already been playing this then? If the main story is 11 hours long. The main story is 11 hours long. Let's see how long we've been playing this for. According to Steam, we have been playing for... No, I was going to say 1,447 hours. No, that's the wrong game. That's Destiny 2. We've been playing for 4.2 hours. Okay. So we're probably like halfway through. Interesting. Let's get to it, shall we? Unable to sync. Warning. Steam was unable to sync with... Really? Play anyway. What the hell? Please tell me I did not lose anything. There we go. Oh, I think we're fine. Popular, you're a winner and everyone wants to be your friend. Yeah, this is where we left off. So our stress is at 60 out of 100. Okay, let's get some work done. Actually, you know what? I think we've gotten a lot of work done. And now that we know what's in the, now that we know what's in there, what's in the shop. Maybe we should just learn some stuff. This is not the right place. It's the wrong. What do we want to learn? What do we want to learn? What do we want to learn? Let's work on our human studies, because I feel like these are going to come in handy. 60 out of 100 stress seems like a baseline Earthian value. Is that true? You all live... Okay, no, I've seen your social media. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I would say 60 out of 100 is low. Goodness gracious. Yeah. I was just watching your American government. I know the people watching this aren't American, but I was watching your American government, the government of America, talk to the CEO of TikTok, and they're going after 85 for those of us with it. Yeah. That makes sense. I was watching them go after this guy from TikTok, the CEO of TikTok, supposedly, I think. Anyway, and it was interesting because they're accusing him of all these things. Most of which true. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm not defending TikTok by any means. But they're talking about the all these things about user data and privacy and government control and non-government control and human rights abuses. I'm like, doesn't Meta do that? Doesn't Twitter do that? Like, there are verified reports of... Like, that's a thing that social media does. You just want to go after them because they're Chinese, right? Not to get... Like, really? And they're going after... And one of them was holding an iPad with a "Don't Tread on Me" sticker on the back. I'm like, that is... SNL couldn't have come up with something funnier. Really? Alright, anyway. So that was pretty funny to me. All social media is bad. All tech companies want your data, and they don't care that you are human. Billionaires do not care. And they won't ever. So you shouldn't pretend that some of them do just because you share a geographic location with some of them. Doesn't help. They don't care. They definitely do not care. Yeah. Anyway, you're bringing supplies to medbay when you see something unusual. Tangent curled up on a bench, her head pillowed on a rolled up lab coat. She's fast asleep. You stop and stare. You never see Tang sleeping. She's always so busy. You're surprised she even has time to nap. You turn to leave her in peace when you bump into Anemone. Whoa! Anemone says, "She hardly ever sleeps." Shut up. Like, just a couple of hours a night. Is she sick or something? You look back at Tangent, snoozing peacefully. Learn Tangent argument. Tangent augment. Oh! Tangent is an Tangent literally doesn't have to sleep. She's not one of those people that, yeah, I get by on 3 hours a night, and I'm super, super effective for the entire day. Sigma grind set. No. No, she's literally genetically different. All right. Sorry, I'm enjoying my veggie shake. I'm so jealous of her genetic enhancement. I am too. Anemone said, I know. Think about all the games I'd be able to play. Rubbing at one of the scales sprouting at her jawline. Oh, so this isn't art. These are literally scales. Interesting. She hardly needs to sleep at all. She probably stays up all night studying for this morning's history test. Shh, let's let her sleep. There was a test? Damn it. Tang's hollow palm beeps soft alarm. She sits up and stretches, looking totally refreshed and alert. I don't even know who I am for the first 30 seconds. It's like, oh, where am I? What? What's that sound? Yeah, no. She sees you watching her and looks annoyed. Just a power nap, she says. No reason to gawk. Get to work. We're getting to work. We're getting to work. Oh my god. Card becomes yellow social. Why is that not, like, going in there? There we go. Might as well use this too. That did nothing. Nice. That worked out pretty well. Early wet. It is wet. $75. I think we should do the same thing. Yeah, humanities. You're doing creative writing in teams, and you're paired with Mars. You wish it was Tang. She always does so well on these. The theme is Earth's natural environment. Mars takes the topic at face value and wants to write about how beautiful everything was on Earth, with blue skies and green plants everywhere, and huge oceans that went on forever. It always looks gorgeous in the carefully staged movies you've seen on Holovids. Run with Mars's idea. Write about climate problems instead. Climate problems. Mars wants to write about Earth's lush forests and deep jewel-like oceans, but you stop her. Wasn't Earth basically on fire when your parents left? You decide you should spend extra time researching how things really were. You heard the basics from congruence, but what was it actually like? You ask her for all the information she has on the ecological collapse of Earth. And we got a new card. Movies are always accurate representations of reality. Yeah, I mean, you guys have the Avengers and everything. Well, congruence replies. First, carbon emissions trapped the heat of the sun, which raised the global average temperature. You ask her to stop so you can look up carbon emissions, then she continues. Good. So the polar ice melted and the oceans rose, and became too warm to sustain life. Mass weather disruptions caused grasslands to become deserts, then the bees died, and then so did everything that they used to pollinate. Food instability caused wars to break out. By the time your parents left Earth, everything was essentially either underwater, on fire most of the year, or irradiated. Well, I mean, that is definitely the way things are kind of headed. Not to be grim about it, but it's actually very interesting that they mention the bees dying, because that is a very, very important thing. Bees aren't just there to like collect pollen and you know, honey and you know, all those, you know, wonderful things. They help germinate the surrounding ecosystem. They are an essential part of the ecosystem. In fact, the funny thing is that they actually mentioned this in Mass Effect as well. Now I'm trying to remember the species name. Oh dang. Now I'm forgetting. Hang on. I got it. The Quarians. Yes, that was it. The Quarians. So a little known piece of lore is that the Quarians were essentially the bees, the pollen spreaders of the core of the Rannoch ecology. So when you get to Rannoch, you notice that it looks kind of barren, right? And that's because the Quarians weren't there to spread pollen, to germinate things. So yeah, bees are very, 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 very important. Most fruits and vegetables, not vegetables, but fruits don't exist. A lot of things. So if you really want to help, and you can help, you definitely, definitely can help. The most important thing you can do is, even if it's in like a little pot on a windowsill, or if you have a garden, or whatever, any place you have the opportunity to plant a flower, like outdoors obviously, but plant flower. There's a specific list of flowers that are very, very important to local bee well-being, and you should definitely check that out and plant those flowers. They're very cheap flowers. You can actually buy packs of randomized seeds of those kinds of flowers at most hardware stores. They have them. And you want to know something else? Some people do is that they actually throw those seeds into other people's gardens and flower beds and whatnot. There's a seed bombing, I think is the term for it. I love it. I think it's a great idea. To be perfectly honest, I was kind of thinking about doing it this year, maybe I shouldn't say anything more. But yeah, I was thinking about doing that just at night, whatever. Although, we'll see. Anyway, yeah. I may have just incriminated myself. Is it a crime to throw seeds, flower seeds? Anyway. But yeah, that's how that works. That would be very, very bad. The bees are very, very important. Also, support local bee farmers. Important. You get honey. It's great. I love honey. Local honey is very good, especially if you have allergies. Your body synthesizes the pollens in different, the allergens in different ways when you ingest it through the honey. So you can actually build up tolerances. So if you have things like hay fever or whatever, yeah, that's really, really, really good for you. Like a spoonful of raw honey. Don't warm it up. Don't throw it in like a coffee or a tea or anything like that. That destroys all the important stuff. Just spoonful of honey down the gullet. It's actually great. You feel like you're doing something terrible to yourself because it's so sweet and tasty, but no, it's good. It's medicine. Nature's medicine. Learning all this stresses you out. Oh, yeah. All of that just because people wanted to drive in cars and own lots of stuff made in faraway places and have big families and keep their big houses the same temperature all year, all by burning dirty mud they dug out of the ground. Could that happen? Could that happen here too? I don't know if there's petroleum products on a planet like this. It would depend on the life cycle. It's all dinosaurs and plant matter anyway, so I would assume so. You're too bummed to present your findings, but Mars steps in. She gets a few facts messed up, but presents it well. What a champ. She ends on a high note. She doesn't think the mud here on Vertunma is as flammable as the weird mud they had on Earth, so no problem. Checkmate. She got it. Got it in one. No flammable mud here. Suck it. I love that. Flammable mud. Yes. Also, good job, Mars. Exactly. And a big F you to Alberta. You don't get an amazing grade. Mars accepts this with... Clearly, she's talking about Alberta. Clearly. You don't get an amazing grade. Mars accepts this with grace, but still thinks you would have done better if you had gone with her idea. Of course she does. Okay, card gets +1. +1 skill on challenge win. Oh, this isn't that kind of a challenge, so that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so those are bad cards. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. For each unplayed card. Damn it. We did it. Ooh, that would have been close, because if I put this in, we actually get a lower score. Although... I got one more... see, I got +2 friendship with Tangent. I'm at 15. She likes me. She likes me. Mid-wet. Oh, okay, we're relaxing. You look around the lounge. Some friends are here. Who do you hang out with? Cal, Anemone, or Tangent? Who do I need to hang out with? Anemone, Anemone. Hey, friendo! Anemone says, I was just gonna get out of here, but you can come with me. I'm gonna play some sports ball. Yay, sports ball. So much for relaxing. Oh, I got +1 combat out of that. Nice. So much for relaxing. Anemone grabs you by the arm and marches you to the sports ball pitch, where she strikes up a game of sports ball that is not strictly regulation. You make up your own rules, even roping her 3 younger brothers into playing. They're young and kind of suck at stuff, but it's still fun. Do I want to forget? I'm going to forget giggling. I think it's important that I should start forgetting some cards because the level of gotta manage deck size. Exactly that. Exactly that. I used to back when I played like 3rd edition of Magic the Gathering back when I was in school and things like Circles of Protection and I got a 4/4 Sarah Angel in my starter pack. Was it 3rd or 4th? Anyway, it was back then, way back then. Oof. Don't listen. You forget giggling, thus moving closer to a joyless adult life. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot my memory of giggling, I guess. Let's call it that. I can still giggle. Hence the oof, yes. So, what was I saying? Right. So, right. Magic. So I used to play with the full 60 cards allowed, and I could never get what I wanted, and I saw other people playing with less and pulling what they wanted, and it didn't make sense to me at the time because I was stupid. So I was like, oh, less is more. Got it. Less gives you a higher probability of pulling the cards you want. All right. Anyway, yeah. Although back then, blue was super strong and burn decks were a dime a dozen. So, I mean, like if you had too few cards, you were screwed as well, right? Anyway. You're pulling weeds from the garden beds when you see Cal scurry past you, moving with a purpose. He doesn't even stop to say hello before he disappears into a barn. Follow him. Blue burn decks come back every couple of years, so I hear. I still kind of pay very, very loose attention to things I used to like Magic the Gathering and EVE Online, things like that. Like I was just, oh, what's going on? Yeah. Okay, you slip into the barn behind Cal. He's so absorbed in whatever's in that broken storage box that he doesn't hear you. You can do it, he whispers. Come on, go. Uh-oh. I think he's got an animal. You creep forward, but the bar door creaks closed behind you and Cal jumps. Solana! He says, moving between you and the box. What do you need? What's in the box? Hey. What's in the box? Cal. What's in the box? Cal clenches his fist. Nothing! It's nothing! Well, whatever Cal is going to say next is interrupted by a chirping noise from the box. Oof. You got played by whatever that is. Cal gasps and whirls around, and you both rush forward to look. Inside the box is a pink caterpillar-like creature about the length of your arm. Jeez. Blinking up at you with big, multifaceted eyes, its mouth parts wave at you and make a clicking, chirping noise. It's hatched! Cal says, Hey, little baby, welcome to the world. You knew about this thing? Obviously you knew about this. What is it? Don't know. Cal says, I looked it up on the Surveyor archives, but nobody's found anything like it before. It's true. You have no idea what this creature is. You knew about this thing? Yeah, it showed up in one of the first shipments of mushwood. He says, rubbing his little nose, just curled up into a little cocoon. It looked like a dried up leaf, but warm. Didn't just want to throw it away in case whatever was inside was still living. And no one was using this busted up storage box, so... Ah! It's cute! No! It's cute! Cal puts the small creature on his shoulder. What are you, little buddy? Cal asks. You look like a big old caterpillar, but cuter. The creature yawns, showing off circular rows of tiny, even teeth. It nestles against Cal's neck as he scritches it under its chin. Maybe we'll call you a dilly-pillar? A dilly-pillar. In 2 years, it's going to be 3 meters long and eat nothing but colonists. A steady diet of colonists, exactly. It touches... It's going to crawl into somebody's neck. Into their mouth and sit at the base of their spine. We seek peaceful coexistence. He touches one of its 6 white-capped feet. Oh, it's got booties. Socks the dilly pillar. Ah, that's cute. Okay, it could be dangerous, Cal. It could be. I hope nobody finds it. I'm telling. It could be dangerous. It could be dangerous. It could be dangerous. Cal pouts. Of course, Cal pouts. Cal is a pouter. Everything could be dangerous on this planet, though. Look at her. She's armless. Already is she. She puts... Did you just assume her gender? He pulls a leaf off of a potted plant and offers it to Socks, who greedingly chomps it all up. Okay, so... herbivore. Or omnivore, but herbivore. Are there Earth creatures that change their diets from herbivore to carnivore during their life cycle? Does that happen? I wonder. See? She's a plant eater. Plant eaters are the good guys, like us. What are you talking about, kid? Alright. I have to hide her, Cal says, looking around. Think she'll be okay if I keep her in the broken storage box? I don't know. He places Socks gently into the box and closes the lid. But go back to sleep, little buggy wuggy, he croons. Sleep tight. Jeez. And this is how the colony started turning into the thing. Yeah. Okay, so these are cards I gotta forget. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh my god. This is the worst possible. Okay. These are zeros. I don't have enough. Okay, I'm pushing through with 5 stress. Boom shakalaka. There's a commotion in the square. An expedition's vehicle has driven through the gates and is idling in the middle of the square. An unusual sight. People come down from command to investigate. Who is this? Utopia. Young surveyor who loves speeding across the planet on her glider. She, her. Okay. Utopia gets out of the vehicle and trudges over to Udicott. After a brief conversation, you see Udicott gesture for people to unload the vehicle and clear the area. You stay out of the way to see what they're unloading. Oof. It's a body. Ugh. Chief Surveyor Tonnin's body. Serotonin? Like, isn't that... Wait. Isn't that Cal's dad? Oh, no. Oh, I skipped it. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Can I... Is there a log? No. There's no log. Darn it. Waiting until... waiting until Utopia justifies the means? What happened... I'm sorry, I skipped that. What happened? Dees asks, coming over to crouch around the corner. It's Dees's dad. You share that Uncle Tonin is dead, and he stares at the sheet-covered body intensely, as if he could see through it. Did they say how? They never tell us the truth anyway. I'm sure they'll tell us later. Okay, well, what can I say? Dees trying to start shit right now is not the thing to do. Anyway, Dees frowns. No, they won't. They'll just tell us something happened, the same way a bunch of animals just happened to attack the colony. They don't want us to know about the monsters and other worse stuff. They want us to think everything is fine, but it's not. This planet isn't as nice as they say it is. He shakes his head. They hate that they can't control us. You and Dees watch the adults carry Uncle Tonin's body away. From the way he's practically vibrating, you can tell Dees wants to ask more questions about what happened. After a few awkward minutes, he sneaks away without saying anything, probably to try and go take a look at the body. At least Tammy isn't around to see this, you think. At least they're gone. At least they're together now. Wherever people go when they die. Oh, right. Right. It was, yeah. You watch Utopia bend over to get a hug from Udicott, wiping her eyes as she finally cries. Udicott has never been the most comforting presence in your life, but it seems to help. Utopia will probably be the next chief surveyor. At 24, she'll be the youngest council member. She was only a toddler when the stratosphere left Earth. Apparently, her sharp eye and hoverbike flying skills are the best in expeditions. Learn Utopia more. Okay. And we're in the glow season. Nobody really has anything to say. Where am I going to learn animal skills? Can I learn animal skills from, like, No, I can't. You know what? Biology's kind of low. Let's study life sciences. Cal and Tang get into an argument about the morality of animal testing. Predictably, Cal's against it, calling it unnecessary cruelty. Tang doesn't rise to the bait. It's not really bait. It's true. It's not. Instead of it's unnecessary cruelty. It is. Instead of defending it on the basis of whether it's cruel or not, she skips right into arguing that Even if it is cruel, it's still necessary. She says that sometimes the benefits are worth doing something you would normally think is immoral. What? What? No, that's sort of the opposite of morale. Like, ooh, no. Okay, 12. Oh, this should be easy. Nothing there. Set neighboring value. Set neighbor's value to this value. Oh, it's a 1. Okay. Okay, stress cry. Okay, we got it. I mean, no. If morality is your sense of right and wrong, and you're like, well, this is wrong, but I'm gonna do it anyway, then what's the point of having a sense of right and wrong? It's supposed to be your moral compass is not supposed to be like something you just, well, it's convenient to ignore at this point. That's not how anything is supposed to work. It's either moral or not, right? And judging from what's morality, you either do it or not. You don't. You're not like, well, this is immoral and we'll do it anyway. Besides, you have like holographic palm things. You tell me that you can't simulate whatever you need to do on animals? You're telling me you can't do that? We can do that now. You can do that now on Earth. You can do that. It's really easy. It's been a quiet glow, but the grim, surreal darkness of the seasons reminds you of last year's violence. As the month wears on, you overhear arguments at dinner, adults worrying that an attack is still coming, and others who think the first one was a fluke. Surveyors mention seeing new tracks in the forest, but are shushed so people don't panic. The gates are closed. You drill emergency procedures, filing soundlessly from the classroom to the crèche to hide under tables, waiting for the sirens to call the all clear. You drill and prepare and worry, but nothing happens. Then, just as glow is starting to wane, the toxic purple spill of the wormhole fading as the sun's almost rise past the horizon, the sirens start. You're reading a holo novel in bed when you hear them, followed by the stomp of boots down the hallway outside your quarters. An alert flashes on your holopalm. Shelter in the crèche, this is not a drill. You get another message from your dad. Me and Mom are going to stay in the greenhouses. We're safe. Just follow Auntie Anne to the crèche and wait for us, okay? Don't worry. We're way more prepared than we were last year. Love you. Stay safe. Oh, good. You colonized Cadia. Yeah. You could go to the crèche where you belong, or you could follow the security guards to see what's happening at the gates. I'm going to go to the crèche. It's my only option to go to the crèche. You head for the children's crèche. Even with just the emergency lights on, your feet could never forget the way. When you get there, you spot Tangent and Deese huddled together on the beanbag chairs. Deese is stone-faced, as usual, and he's holding Tangent in his arms. You can't remember the last time you saw them this close. Tang must be really scared. You take a seat on the beanbag chair and wait. Other children filter into the room after you. Anemone, her little brother's Nougat. You don't see him, so Cal must be sheltered with your parents in the greenhouses. You hope they're okay. Talk to Decent Tang. It's so dumb they won't let us outside, Deese grumbles. We live here too. We deserve to know what's going on. They're treating us like little kids. I'm not even scared. You're 11. Kid, you're 11. You are a little kid. You search his face for signs of lying. You search his face for signs he's lying to sound cool, but his mad mood is sincere. I'm sure it is. Tangent smacks his arm. Don't be ridiculous, she snaps. There's dangerous animals out there. Deese just shrugs. Nothing scares him. You don't hear much from outside. After a while, the sirens sound all clear, and you file back to your quarters. Your mom and dad join you right away and give you a big hug, and thank you for following their instructions. When things have calmed down, you overhear your parents talking. I'm not going to be the first to congratulate Rhett, but all of his defensive improvements were exactly what we needed. Your mom grumbles. Ugh, he's going to be insufferable at the next council meeting. Your dad pats her hand. Credit where credit is due, Flulubel. Flulubel. He says, and she smiles despite herself. Could have been worse. Your mom nods, and they both sit in silence before your dad speaks again. Poor Hal. What a way to go. Wait, what? Professor Hal? Your parents startle. Hey, Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead? Now that sounds like an insult. Your dad says, yeah, there's going to be an announce. They're going to announce it in a few hours. After everyone's had a chance to calm down. He didn't make it. What happened? Don't worry about that, your mom replies, shooting your dad a look to keep him from talking. It's adult stuff, okay? You guys won't be able to go into the engineering wing for a little bit. Not until it's decontaminated. What? What? You curl up quietly to think. Professor Hal can't just die. I think he did worse than die. Decontaminated? What? Alright. He can't just be gone. He's your teacher. And the engineering wing is where you take classes. You can't imagine something bad happening in such a safe space. You fall asleep thinking for sure there's been some mistake. Early quiet. Oh, we're starting age 12. Getting all these new cards. Happy birthday. Good job not getting eaten by the local funnel growths. Yeah, really, eh? Oh. And furthermore, your attitude towards your elders in general is entirely disrespectful. You find Utica delivering a scathing reprimand to Mars, who is doing her level best to look like she'd rather be anywhere else. You speak out of turn. Is this the voice I did last time? I don't remember. You speak out of turn. You question the council's decisions. If you disagree with an order, you simply do not do it. I could go on. Do I need to go? Do you need me to go on? Mars scowls. No, she replies. Utica clicks her tongue. Is that it? Happy birthday, you lost mentors, but you gained depression. Yeah. You've unlocked depression. So I could use a marzipan. Okay. Utica clicks her tongue. I honestly thought better of you, Marzipan. She chastises. You have the sort of natural leadership ability I remember from when I was a girl, many years ago. Mars doesn't roll her eyes, but you get the sense it's a close call. They should have known what would happen when they agreed to be a mentor. Yeah. You die so that the main characters can go on. It's a big red flag being called a mentor. Yeah. There was a lot of talk actually about those mentor occupational hazards. Yeah. There's been a lot of talk about Amanda Holliday's death this week in Destiny 2. Some people are complaining, I feel rightly so, that, and we still don't know the ramifications yet because all we know is like immediate reaction, but it seems like Amanda may have died to spur on Crow's growth, which is you know, bad. Not good storytelling at all. Not you should not do that. You should never kill. I think it's, what is it called? There's a term for this. Fridging. That's the term. Yes. Yes. They fridged Amanda Holiday. Yes. Ah, see, I was right. I got it before you typed it. But I know I'm insufferable. But yeah, no, fridging. Yeah, from the Green Lantern Kyle Rayner episode. Yeah, terrible. Absolutely terrible. They should not be doing, like, if that, I really hope there's more to it, because to be perfectly honest, it's like, don't fridge characters. It's really it's so simple. There's zero reason that they had to do, if the point is to have Crow take on the mantle of Vanguard Hunter, of Hunter Vanguard, take on Cade's Dare, like all of this, if this is how it all turns out, that this is like, I'm going to live on, I'm going to hold their memories close, da-da-da-da-da. Like, no, this is not how you're supposed to do things. And I'm fully willing to call out Bungie on that, because you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that ever. And realistically, you don't need to do that. Like, is it fridging when there isn't, when it's not a love interest? If it's just a woman? I don't know. I don't know if yes? Is there is the opposite also true? If a man is killed so that a female character, I guess that fails the Bechdel test right there, as well as being possible fridging. Right? Yeah, don't do that. Don't kill a character to spur on another character's I think it should just be don't kill character 1 to spur on character 2. That should just be it, I think. I feel. Because it can go the other way. If it doesn't need to be a love interest, then really, like, gender and sexual orientation don't matter. It's literally don't kill a character to spur on the growth of another character. Every D&D character and their parents, Batman. Yeah. Just death is like, if you're like, it's not even the fact that you can't kill a character to create tension and conflict and growth. You can do that. Just don't do it so that it's only one character that grows. That's it. That's all. That's it. The character doesn't get the character points, doesn't get to have the other person's stuff. Don't do that. It's really simple. If you're going to kill a character, have at least more than one person grow out of it. That's it. If more than one person grows out of it, then it's not fridging. Simple. It should not be difficult. You can have one person growing more than other people, but other people need to grow too. Simple. Yeah. Anyway, well, where were we? You need to set a better example for the other children, Udicott continues. It's okay to have your own opinions, but you kids can't just do whatever you want. You have to follow the rules and respect your elders. You know, actually, there has not been a single death in this game so far that could not be classified as fridging, if you think about it. Right? Maybe not. Actually, there hasn't been much growth. So I don't know if that really counts. Yeah. I am setting a good example, Mars retorts, stomping her foot. I am setting a good example, Mars retorts, stomping her foot. Hello? The only reason we're here is because a bunch of people knew living on Earth was nonsense and decided to do something different. Udicott looks scandalized, but Mars just continues on. Maybe kids should have more authority. We're the ones with the new ideas that will take us into the future. Mars is right. Hey, don't speak for all of us. Don't cut your friend off at the leg. Don't do that. Stay quiet and respectful. Mars is right. Fight the power. See, Mars insists, everyone agrees with me. You might be on Vertunma, but your ancient old brain is still stuck back on Earth. Oh, I like her moxie so much. She takes a deep breath and for a moment seems much older. I like how you can choose the same action but for different reasons. Everyone being the player character. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the funny... Okay, so hang on. Is it fridging if a character dies for the player's development? I think so. Yeah, I think it is. It's still fridging. But that makes it even easier because you're kind of like... You don't like you can just assume the player character is having an emotional response and focus on everybody else. Oh, sorry. I got an itch in the back, right in the snake of my back. Just trying to get it. I'm sorry. She takes a deep breath and for a moment seems much older. Governor Udicott, we need higher walls and more aggressive farmland clearing, and we need it now. Are we here to stay on this planet, or will we just sit around until the jungle swallows us back up? Okay. Okay. Yeah. She's killing it. Absolutely. 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 If you need to protect your home, and you need to expand it. If you're not expanding it, you're not gonna are people not gonna have kids? You know, there's obviously a lot of turnover when it comes to staff or personnel or whatever, humans, right? There's obviously a lot of turnover. Do we have enough? Can we protect our farmlands? Can we expand them? Yeah, no, that's an important... Yeah, she'd make a good point. Udicott mouths open and closes a few times, and she puts her hand to her forehead. Both of you, get back to your duties, she sighs. Marzipan, we will talk about this later. In private. I think that's a Marzipan W. Feels like a Marzipan W. Oh, hey. Ooh, look at this. Ooh. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Solana, how's it going, little bro? She's kind of cute. Why am I attracted to the tough one? What? Okay, hang on. Damn it. Okay. Why is she my type? What is this? What is happening? Chief Surveyor Utopia steps casually out to bar your way while making it look accidental. Whoa there. I don't know if you're ready to head out. Sports ball is all the rage in the colonies. Can I show off? My 12-year-old libido. Just total, starting to fire off. I don't know if you're ready to head out there and join the surveyors just yet. Why don't you skedaddle and stick to sports ball inside the walls for now? She rubs her knuckles into your scalp and sends you on your way. Ugh. View the map. An info window pops up on your holopalm when you get closer. What do you want? I'm gonna be a sports ball when I grow up. You'll see. All the rage in the colonies. I just caught that actually. What do you want to know about the Prozac plains? The Prozac plains lie far to the north of the colony, where the higher elevation is naturally and natural tilt of the planet makes bromidic snow fall. Bromidic. Wait, wait, what? Is the snow made of bromide? No way. No way. Bromide, a compound of with a compound of bromide with another element or group, especially a salt containing. Hang on. A bromide ion is the negatively charged form of the element bromine, a member of the halogens group on the periodic table. Most bromides are colorless. Bromides have many practical roles, being found in anticonvulsants, flame retardant materials, and cell stains. As in from bromides, bromidics. Yeah, interesting. Fire retardant snow. Though prone to sudden storm flurries, the plains are probably not good to inhale. The plains are a relatively safe place to explore, filled with mostly herbivorous xenofauna. Let's learn about the Valley of Vertigo. Ah, good. Unlike Earth snow, the stuff won't burn. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not fair. Why? You know, I don't think snow can burn. That's not fair. All right. It's killing me. Killing me. The Valley of Vertigo, sounds terrible already, is a low-lying trench to the east that's dense with pollen-producing trees. Fun. There's a wide... My eyes are itching as I say it. That wasn't directed at you for once. Pfft. Sus. I don't believe you. My nose is literally itching reading the word pollen. There's a wide variety of edible food here, both plant and animal product, leading to some of the explorers calling this place the breadbasket of Vertunma. There's the Saskatchewan of Vertunma. There's also a number of animals here that geoponics would be interested in domesticating. Cool. Subaqueous swamp. To the south is a vast boggy wilderness, home to dangerous animals and hazardous weather conditions. Exploration in this area is only to be done with extreme caution. And then the western resting ridges. Can't be Sask. The valley has topography. This tongue-twisting region is a broken spot. Then why did you name it? You've been here a year. You named it. Who are you blaming? Is the broken spine of the planet, home to both dizzying heights and abyssal lows. It's always hot and arid here, no matter the season. Traversing these steep chasms is dangerous and only to be done by those with sufficient glider training. However, there are some interesting ruins here to explore. Ruins? Ruins? Of what? Previous intelligent life? Ruins? Come on. Okay. View the bestiary. So there's eye beasts. Okay, we don't have a manticore. Highly intelligent and predatory. Their plumage changes according to season. Their body is composed almost entirely of dangerous weapons. Do not approach. Eye beasts and apple product? Yeah. Flip cow. These cumbersome looking creatures are actually floofy moo moo. Lighter than air due to large helium sacs on dorsal and ventral sides. Careful balancing of helium and urine. Okay. Allows them to control their elevation. Like a submarine. They produce a salty... They produce a salty, high-protein, milky substance for feeding their young. It is also nutritious for humans. Neat. Okay. I'm brave enough. I want this to be... I'm brave enough here. Empathy, persuasion, creativity. I guess I'd have to have... I need to work on my bravery. I do need to work on my bravery. How do I work up my bravery? I'm not going to say I'm brave enough because I'm tough. I don't want that. No. Can I not go in here yet? That's not going to get me bravery, though. Where am I going to get bravery from? I think I'm only going to be able to get bravery from actually going out there. You know what? Hell with it. Well, I flex. I flex in front of her. I T-pose to a distillery. I T-pose to assert dominance. Well, I'll be... Utopia draws. Grappling you plate. Oh. You ain't lying, kid. You got grit. Listen, she tells you. I'll speak to your parents. You're still a bit young, but I'd wager next year you can join the junior survey teams, all right? Just hold tight until then. Sorry, Sprout. I'll go to a distillery with you. I don't drink that much. If I'm going to a distillery, it's probably going to be like rums and whiskeys. I gotta go down south. Yeah. Next year you go ride the Death Coaster? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dejected, you drag your feet as you walk back through the gates to safety. Safety, air quotes. Psst. What's that? You look around questioningly. Of course it's D's. Whitby there is a 40 Creek. I've been to 40 Creek. I'm not a whiskey person much, really. But we did stop there. The handler and I, we stopped there. Road trip. I'm going for food. You know me. It's Deese. He's hiding something. He's hiding behind the bushes. That's so typical. He puts a finger to his lips and motions for you to follow him. Sure, you figure. Why not? He leads you silently along the walls towards the garrison, then crouches down in the bushes between the sports ball field and the security pavilion to fiddle with something. Suddenly, he's gone. What? You check to make sure nobody else noticed, then scuttle over to where you last saw him. Behind some poplar bushes, there's a drainage pipe in the wall big enough to crawl through. A heavy grate keeps animals out, but it's loose. You could slide it aside to get through. You could sneak out. Unlock sneak out in expeditions. Nice. We're doing this. If the adults won't let you visit the Valley of Vertigo or the subaqueous swamps or the other cool places surveyors get to go, well, you could sneak through here to explore just outside the colony walls. If Deese does it, how dangerous could it be? Can I do it now? Yes. Okay, where am I going? The Proziac Plains, right? Relatively safe. Okay. Going to Proziac Plains. Achievement unlocked. What's out there? Oh. Events in this area can be done in any order. They won't cause time to pass, but will increase your stress. Return home via the Expeditions Depot flag or the home button at the top left of the screen. Watch for collectible items you can bring back as gifts. Events respawn at the beginning of each year, and new collectibles have a chance to appear every season. Oh, damn. This is... Hang on for one. My family is blowing me up with emojis. Great, cool. Thanks, guys. You leave the path and sneak through the strand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting the area. It's a small but busy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree logs into a kind of machine where a fourth one directs a four-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted on the front. Stay to watch what they're doing. I'm gonna leave in disgust. You like the forest better the way it is, all wild and natural. Keep exploring. Okay. Oh, that's the thing. I want to try and... Oh, I can't get past this? Interesting. Okay. The muck hides interesting bugs and other treasure for those willing to put their hands down the right holes. Are you? Yes. Looks dark. Put your hand in there. Ooh, a colony food. 5 kudos. Nice. Sweet. Literally. This hole is full of sugar bugs. Sugar bugs? Bugs and other treasure, spoken like a true 12-year-old. Exactly. These palm-sized balls of squish exude a sweet syrup when you tickle them. Okay, that's it for the stream. Thank you, everybody. Jeez. You fill a bottle with it. Then... Actually, I shouldn't say that. Then let them go again. Should be worth a few kudos to Auntie's seedent in the kitchen. Alright, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. So there's another one here. I can't get past them. Interesting. Alright. Ahead of you, the road curves right, and there's a steep hill leading off to the left. You bet there's a really great view from the top of it, but it's going to be a scramble to get up there. Hike! You leave your pack and some bushes at the base so you'll be lighter on your feet, then start the trek. It's tiring, and even steeper than it looked from the bottom, but some broad mushroom-capped trees provide shade. The view from the top is spectacular. You can see all the way to the colony walls in one direction and down to a little sawmill on the other. Then you spot it, the rock. The most perfect boulder you've ever seen, teetering right on the edge of the slope you just climbed up. It's almost as tall as you are and must weigh at least 2,000 kilos. But it's practically teetering there. You think with enough muscle you could push it over. Resist. Not today, Rock. Not today. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. Alright, we're going home. And I got some bravery. And friendship. Bugs and other treasures spoken like rock and roll. Yeah, exactly. You've been having weird dreams, as usual. They seem to get worse around glow. You wake from a dream that has tears drying on your face, though you can't remember why. Just that you were terrified. Whatever it was, you felt if it real enough that for a moment you just lie in bed with your eyes closed and try to calm your breathing. You blearily rub your eyes and surprise! Oh, it's your birthday. Stressed out. Oh, I gotta hit the crutch. Oh, it's your birthday. Your dad leaps onto your bed and gives you a big cuddle. Happy birthday, little tomato head. Why do these start to sound like insults? 12 years old. Wow, can you believe it? No. That's a mom response. Your mom answers for you, laughing as she hands you your presents. It was just yesterday a sedatant was showing me how to change your diaper. That's a mom response. Because it's your birthday, your parents have brought in food from the canteen so you can all eat together on your bed. As you stuff your face with savory tofu chunks, you open your presents. Which one is your favorite? A bouquet of exotic flowers from your mom, a stuffed xenofauna from your dad, a photofauna from your best friend. A photofauna. photophoner. This instrument is a part flute and part paintbrush, and uses a neural link to paint holograms in the air as you play. Wait, wasn't this from Futurama? Isn't this the Futurama, the sad Futurama episode where Fry like tries to woo Leela and actually like succeeds? Anyway, how did Mars know? What a great gift. You can't wait to practice it in the lounge. Everyone's gonna love it. As your dad clears away the wrapping paper and the dishes from breakfast, your mom folds her hands on the table and gives you a serious look. Uh-oh. So, she says, we've been here 2 years now. I know your dad and I have always said you're in charge of your schedule, but we've been keeping an eye on you. Gulp. A loving eye. Your dad interjects. Stuffing wrapping paper into a recycling pickup bin. A trusting, gentle eye. Thanks, Dad. That's helpful. Professor Hal used to tell us all the time about how hard you're trying in school, your mom continues. That's great. Your dad and I are really proud of you. Working might seem fun to grown-ups when you're a kid. Fun and grown up when you're a kid, but if you want to do more than manual labor, you'll need some book smarts too. Your dad joins you again. So, it's time to start thinking about how you're going to contribute to the colony when you're older. A 12? Okay, so hang on. So colony life, okay. So, I had the pleasure of interacting with one of my my more recent I don't want to call him viewer, his kid. His kid's about this age, actually, I think. A little younger. And if I remember, I'm trying to remember the conversation. But I asked the kid a very simple question. What do you want to be when you grow up? And the kid said, I don't know. And I said, that is the best answer. Absolutely the best answer. Because when you are forced to think of what you want to be, smart kid, exactly. When you force yourself into a mode, you cut off all the rest. And at this stage of life, you don't want to cut off anything. You want to experience everything. Absolutely everything. Experience everything you can all the time. Something different all the time. Absolutely. But now they're asking a 12-year-old that. Way too early. But given that, let me think about what it's like being on another planet on a colony and being genetically enhanced. Maybe that differs. That changes things. Who knows? A farmer like you two? No. A teacher like Professor Hal? No. A dad with like 10 kids? No. Captain of the sports ball team? Famous idol? A monster hunter? Okay, so we know what Space Samurai would choose. Space would be choosing this. A lot of people chose this, I'm gonna guess. Do I have to decide right now? You feel if you uptick Monster Hunter, you get a cute cat sidekick. Do you get a palico? Are we on the planet of palicos? Meow. And wonderful, wonderful food being cooked by the palicos? Just thinking about that food makes me hungry. You feel overwhelmed by the decision. Of course not, sweetie, your dad says, hugging you. It's okay to not know yet, and it's okay to change your mind later. We didn't know we wanted to be off-world farmers when we were 12, of course. Sometimes you just figure it out as you go. Well, your mom starts to get up. I'm sure your friends all want to wish you a happy birthday. She stops and snaps her fingers. Oh, you might not have considered a career as a depot clerk, but Al and Bernie mentioned their daughter Mars is working there, and she needs some help. Now that people can freely order luxuries, it's pretty busy there. Sure be shoveling dirt, your dad laughs. If you don't take that job, you'll tell Mars I'll be right there. Your mom rolls her eyes and smiles. Good answer. I'm still a tiny. So then I trapped it in my room, Anemone says, telling you all about the bug she saw in her quarters. Its wings were as big as my hand, and it had feelers like, whoa! It was bouncing all over the place, like boing, boing, boing. She gestures excitedly, swinging her arms all over her head. The bugs here are so big, and they're everywhere. Maybe more oxygen content in the atmosphere, probably. I was going to give it to Tang, she says. She loves gross bug stuff. That poor bug, if she gave it to Tang. She'd probably tear the wings off. Little psychopath. But she said I should just let it go. Because if it stung me, I might get weird mutant powers. I mean, other than the one I already have. You gotta expand your power set. That's the key to being a really good mutant superhero. She'd tear off its wings for science or cosmetic research. I don't know. But yeah, you need like those really good here. You gotta have multi-dimensional power sets. Exactly, right? So let it sting you. And I wanted to see if I got more weird mutant powers, so I started jumping around off higher and higher things until I was jumping off the back of the ship, and I got in so much trouble. But it wasn't even that high. Okay, interesting. She stops in her tracks. Hold on, she says, stooping to rub irritably at her knees for probably the 100th time in the past 5 minutes. Ah, I'm gonna die. I busted up my knees and they're so itchy where my scales grow in. Annie, don't pick at it. Chief Steward Acetant's voice rings out across the garrison yard. Pleasant but firm. I did not do pleasant but firm. It instantly transports you back to being in the ship crutch, tugging on her skirts and calling her auntie. Anemone jumps and stands up straight, her arms flying to her sides. But Mom! Anemone whines, digging her fingers into her knees as antecedent approaches you both. It's so statistically itchy. I know, lovely. Hang on for a second. Ugh. I know, lovely. Antecedent soothes her, patting down her riotous red hair. But the more you pick at it, the thicker your scales are going to grow in. Is this a thing we're sure of? Anemone tucks her hands under her armpits to keep from scratching. What if I want to have cool scales? She pouts. Antecedent smiles indulgently. At the rate you're going, I'm sure you'll be covered in them before you know it. No need to rush. Anemone's skin is dotted with patches of protective blue-green scales that grow in wherever she gets cut or scrape. A cut or scrape. She rubs the patch on her jaw indignantly, the one she got when she ran headfirst into the food synthesizer back on the ship. Learned Anemone augment. Let her have the armored flesh. Yeah, exactly. Antecedent opens her satchel and pulls out a bunch of cloths. The queue for the nanoprinter is over a week long, so I patched your pants with scraps from your brother's clothing. Please try not to put any more holes in them. Or yourself, okay? She hands the clothes to Anemone and kisses her on the forehead. Anemone sticks out her tongue and gags. Yuck. Anemone evaluates the clothes as her mom walks away. Galactic, she breathes, as she runs her fingers over the odd-colored patches. Then, right there in the middle of the yard, she unashamedly squirms out of her pants and puts on the new ones. God, to be 12. Wow! I look like a fighter jet from the Hollows, she exclaims, showing off her new pants. Like when they'd stencil your kill count on your plane. Or like a really cool scar. Anemone grins. Yeah, you get it. My pants are scarred, just like me. You need some time off? I know, I'm just talking to people. Relax. Jeez, game. Okay. Oh, I can't. You're too stressed out and need to take a month off. Okay. So I can't actually play that. Interesting. So I can come in here and play it, and it's not a relaxer, it's a builder of something. Empathy? I don't know. Lots of kids treat this lounge as an informal study hall, especially Tangent. And Mars, too, sometimes, if she's trying to impress Tangent. You crack open a textbook on your hollow palm and read about some old dead Earth poets. Just because you're not in class doesn't mean you can't read ahead a little bit. Do I want to forget wondering? Jeez. That hurts. That hurts my feelings. You should never, ever, ever forget wondering. But for the purposes of gameplay, we're going to forget the card. Terrible. Also, have I mentioned, by the way, absolutely freaking adorable, this little shawl thing? Love it. I love it so much. Next time you'll forget feelings and it will be all better. Yeah, exactly. Clear-minded. 10% chance of getting bonus when increasing skills. I'm going to go... Let's sneak out. Oh, wait. No. Hang on. Anemone needed help in the thing, right? Okay, so it's not an actual thing. Okay, hang on. No. We're getting more out of the other thing. We're sneaking out. Gotta enjoy this. Oh, here we go. Ooh. A bravery challenge. I'm down. 8. I'm gonna fail it. A stream cuts through the path here. There must usually be stepping stones across it, but the water is too high to cross safely. Oh, it's a card challenge. Okay. Oh, it's a multi-level card challenge. Ooh. Okay. This is a bravery challenge, so that's not going to help. Next round. No, that gets me a 9, right? But if I swap this in, that also gets me a 9. But I can hang on to the 2 and use this. That gets me 10. I mean, I only need 5, so sure. Super goal! Let's go! Wait. No. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay. +1 bravery. I needed that. I need the bravery. You bravely fall in and get wet. Okay. You flounder towards the other side, soaked but victorious. Haha. The unseen... Perception challenge? Okay. The unseen path dips under your feet, engulfing you up to the hip in a large drift of fresh spark snow. You lose. Congratulations, you defeated a crick. You lose a boot while floundering in a snowbank and have to spend some time digging it out. All right, fine. I'm not going back without my shoe. I can't go back without my shoe. That was solid. That's solid. Okay. Am I eating a kudo? I'm eating a kudo. I'm already there. I'm gonna get a super win out of this. Let's go. Not really getting much out of it. Oh, there we go. Playing. Well, +1 perception, and I gained playing in the snow. It was part of an expansion. Is that a... You tunnel through the weird snow, popping your head up at regular intervals to see where you're going. Some funny creatures pop out at the snow to say hello. They look like pill bugs and are only about the size of your thumbnail. They appear to be eating the snow, not you, so you leave them alone. Every so often, they square up with each other and emit a tiny burst of flames. Okay. You can't tell if it's an intimidation tactic or a mating display. You heard the snow was flammable. Huh. Neat. So it's not a bromide. Okay, interesting. Okay. Someone maybe didn't look up what a bromide is. Some farmland is spilled outside the walls. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. There are some meager-looking crops ready to harvest, but animals are starting to get to them. Salvage. You pull up a handful of wrinkly tubers. They're probably supposed to be potatoes. Eventually. Or maybe yams. It's hard to tell. You dig around a little longer, but it's all pretty picked over. Oh, there's a thing. Interesting. Your way is blocked by a strange, small creature with... does it have 1 foot? There's no evolutionary point to that. None. None whatsoever. Okay, anyway. Unless it balances with its tail, and all that energy is going into 1 foot. But there's a stability issue. Anyway. Your way is blocked by a strange small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes. Creature created by Spore? Yeah, exactly. 2 of which blink sideways on top of its head like frog eyes. Oh, this must be a hop eye. You heard people talk about them, but you've never seen one up close. It suddenly starts flailing around like there is something wrong with it. Even though it was fine a second ago. It keeps pausing to look at you and goes back to flailing. What's its deal? What's its deal? The game. Alright. I don't think I can do better than that. Nope. Solid. We did it. We did it, fam. Super gold it. We're absolutely cracked at this game. You stop. Ooh. +1 animals, +1 perception. Nice. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear little squeaking noises from nearby. It's probably warning you to stay away from its nest. You You carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warnings at you, but eventually lets you by. Nice. Good job, kiddo. Hey! Big, like... Big, I don't remember ever seeing a big exclamation mark like that. You did it. You spot Deese sitting in a clearing, but not before he usually... but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach. Like it's totally natural that he'd be sitting in the middle of the jungle so far away from the colony walls. Now that you think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore, and it's really weird out here, and it's getting late. Deese stares unblinking at you as you approach. Hi, Solana, he says. Your sister's worried about you. Hi, Deese. He seems to be in a good mood. Something you see very rarely. Did you see Chief Surveyor Utopia out there? Deese asks. She has, like, X-ray vision eyes or something. She'll catch you for sure if you get too close. But caught me once. She caught me once, and I got in big trouble. Okay, so here's the funny thing about characters who have vision, different kinds of vision. You can see outside of the visual spectrum. The thing about that is that up to a certain point, your eyes actually have to be bigger in order to take in the wavelengths necessary, particularly if you go into the infrared, right? The lower you get, the bigger the eyes have to be. If you wanted to see radio, your eyes would have to be the size of, like, they would have to be meters in diameter. But if she can see X-ray, well, that's the thing. That also doesn't work because, yeah, no, I remember watching a video once that's saying X-ray vision doesn't work. Here's why. And I'm trying to remember why. I think because the X-rays have to be emitted from something, and X-rays are actually quite rare in Atmo. I think so. I think that's it. Even if you could see them, you would still be blind. You wouldn't be able to see anything. How about I show you... Oh, right. And it wouldn't reflect on anything. So you would just see X-ray sources. Right. How about I show you something cool? And sneaking out will be our secret, okay? He jumps up and walks a little ways into the trees. You follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off and a large stone outcropping juts out over a cliff face. Deese walks right to the edge without showing. It's a long way down. Come on, he says. Try to. Okay. Wuss out? I ain't wussing out. Okay, so hang on. If I do these, I get an 8. If I drop this and I put in 5, I get an 11. Okay, that makes sense. This is a bravery challenge too, so that doesn't help. Okay, boom, boom. For each unplayed card? Well, I'm still going to get more now, right? Yeah. Okay. Give up. No. I'm super goaling this. Hello again. I'll be lurking, but I'm here to make Twitch pay more attention to you. Thank you. I appreciate it, SSK girl. Hope you had fun playing Iron Banner last night. You look like you were absolutely cracked. Of course, you're a hunter. It's your natural environment. But yeah, awesome. Thank you very much. I have a lurk function actually, and if you type it, like, so maybe, I think the algorithm likes that. I've been told that you don't know about cracked, but I had a good time. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I think the algorithm likes it when you type in lurk. I actually made sure I have that. Like, command lurk. Also, this. But, yeah. That's why I have lurk in my show title. Because, it's worth it. Ooh, wow. Lots of stuff. Okay. Minus 30 stress. Plus 1 perception. I gain a memory. And plus 2 friendship. Nice, nice, nice. You bravely step onto the rock and walk out onto the edge with Dees. You both sit down, feeling feet dangling over the precipice, and look out at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your hollow palm, but you won't share it on the net. This is your secret, yours and Dees. Keep exploring. Considering I got, like... Oh, neat. Can I, like, teleport? I can teleport. Badass. I want to play the holophoner thing. Oh, Tang wants to talk. Okay. Let's go talk to Tang first. You tell Tangent you know where Dees has been going. You tell her... Narc! You tell her he's been sneaking out to explore the jungle. Not far away, but outside the walls. Tang looks concerned. Really? She says, wringing her hands. Is it safe? I'll keep him safe. She eyes you skeptically. Full offense, Solana, but you're just a kid, she replies. However, I suppose it's good to know he isn't alone out there. Practice holophoner. Sorry, the photophoner. The photophoner, or phoner. Tangent is pouring kerosene on you and lighting up. Yeah, really. The photophoner, or phoner, is part flute and part paintbrush. You point the end of the phoner in the direction you want to paint, blow into the other end, and it makes sounds and draws holograms in midair. So what? Wait, in midair? So what is it painting? I guess that's a colloquialism. It's drawing something, but why do you need a surface? Oh, just a direction. Alright, fine. It comes with a funny earpiece that fits behind your ear and reads your thoughts. Well, not quite. More like it detects the electrical impulses in your head and draws those. You aren't really sure how to use it. That's fine. Let it do the thing. It's the instrument. Follow instructional vids. Or ask a friend for help. I'm going to ask a friend for help. Of course it's Mars. You look, but you can't find anyone else who plays the photophoner. Like, nobody in the whole colony. Mars tells you it's a dumb gimmick instrument, and the ones on the depot shelves have literally been there since the Strato left Earth over 20 years ago. You have better luck with the adults, but only barely. Auntie Seaton smiles when she sees you carrying the photophoner. Oh, those old things, she exclaims. I remember those. I took lessons as a kid, when they were popular for a hot minute back on Earth. I could play do-re-mi on it, but that's it. Never got the picture part to work at all, honestly. Guess you're on your own. Follow the instructional vids. Great masters, or at least the people on these teaching vids, who you notice are just sitting in their bedrooms like you. Ah! YouTubers! I'd help you if you want. Do you know how to play a holographic mind-reading kazoo? When you notice who you notice are just sitting in their bedrooms like you, can create a whole animated scene. A lake, trees, a boat, a person, possibly. Yeah, I guess so. A boat, a person on the boat fishing. You watch as the holographic image reels in something big. Than a gigantic fish jumps up and swallows the boat with dramatic music to match. You can do this. No problem. Honk. Blah. We don't know for sure, then I don't. Yeah. That's true. That's true. You might be a photophoner savant and you just were born in the wrong era. Or you'll be the person to invent the photophoner. There you go. Get to it, Andrew. We want photophoners. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Get some venture capital money from Elon Musk. Honk. Draws picture of an angry goose. Just, congratulations, you created Untitled Goose Game. No, actually, I was picturing Reapers. Bwah. Oh no. You have a lot of beautiful ideas, but what you get is a masterful honking noise and a pulsing tangled knot of sickly green light that quickly fades away. At this rate, you'll never be as good as the masters. That's discouraging. Figure it out for yourself. You sit down and experiment with it. The photophoner is different for every person, so figuring out how to play it is a personal experience. You let your instincts guide you. You wish it was as simple as thinking tree and it paints tree, or even blue and it paints blue. No. For you, it's more like, well, if you think about food, it paints lots of rubber bubble shapes. And if you think about something that makes you angry, it draws orange squiggles. Mostly your fonder pictures have a lot of purple lines that dance around. You guess that's your personal style. Okay, actually, once you stop worrying about being good and just thinking about how it feels, it actually starts to feel fun. All right, let's figure this out. 15? Oh, it's all in one? Okay, hang on. 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. Oh, come on! I'm not going to be able to do better than that. I have too many ones. That's my problem. Push through. That's fine. I was close. +4 creativity. +1 for one challenge. Nice. +1 bravery. Bravery? Okay, cool. Your dad comes back from work one day looking seriously under the weather. He's pale, with deep circles under his eyes. He keeps sneezing. Oh, that time of the year. It's fine, he insists. Just all the pollen in the air. It's gucking up the old air tubes. Do you remember hay fever, Flulu? We always got it back on Earth, too. Your mom frowns and crosses her arms. We did. She agrees. So why isn't it bothering me? You're a lot tougher than me, sweet pea. Your dad says, and your mom rolls her eyes. I'm sure I just have to get used to it, like you did, he continues. Maybe I'll go for a stroll outside the gates later. Really get a good lungful of the stuff. I'll feel bad for a few weeks, but after that I'll be fine. Does anybody see that as a red flag? Is that are they death flagging the dad? Your mom raises both eyebrows. Outside the gates? You? Your dad shrugs. Then he falls into a fit of sneezing and can't answer. Your mom directs him to go lie down on their bed. You need rest, not machismo, she scolds him. Ah, the farming theory of medicine. Yeah, exactly. I don't have your dad seizes. A macho bone in my body, foo-foo. And I really vibe with this dad. This is me as a dad. And I have to fertilize the corn and the pixie beans this week. Your mom grunts. Your dad pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and sneezes into it a few times. Big, yelling honk sneezes that echo through your whole quarters. He pulls it away from his face, and you can tell that something's wrong. Huh. Your dad says weakly, holding the handkerchief away from his face. The bright fuchsia pink and glittering. It's bright fuchsia pink and glittering in the light. That's weird. Then his eyes roll back into his head. His knees buckle, and your mom yells for you to call Instance. I literally called it 30 seconds ago. Chief Engineer Instance takes your dad's vitals and gives him a cursory look over, but she seems satisfied with what she sees without having to do a thorough examination. The explorers have started calling this the Shimmer. Ruh-roh. The Shimmer? Interesting. Sounds like a dance or a street drug. Hey, you got some shimmer on you? She said... Why is that so funny to me? She says, shining a light down on your dad's throat. He looks a little better, but not much. It's an airborne environmental toxin, likely in the pollen fog. Will he be okay? It doesn't seem to cause long-term damage to the body, Instance explains. She gestures in the air, making notes on her hollow eye that only she can see. That's kind of annoying. I've been tracking its effects for 3 seasons now. The toxin is flushed out of the body after 3 to 5 days, and it's not contagious. She looks down at your father. What that means for you, Geranium, since you're particularly susceptible to the toxin, you should be taking better pains to avoid exposure. If you must go outside during pollen, use a respirator. Oh no, COVID. Your dad smiles weakly. You got it, boss. He says. Your mom smiles and puts her hand over his. As your literal boss, I'm ordering you not to come into work for the rest of the week. She says. You're on strict bed rest. She leans in to touch her forehead to his. They stay like that, smiling with relief. Even after 1 day of bed rest, her dad is looking a lot better. He's clearly anxious to get back out into the fields. You're going to love this new crop, Solana. It's called the pixie bean. They glow in the dark. Like your snot? Ugh. The fields look so beautiful at night. I'm happy that we finally found something that would actually grow here that isn't soy, and more soy. I'm happy too. We're in mid-pollen. I always want glow-in-the-dark food. One recent episode of Star Trek had blue steak, which was actually kind of like when I say blue, I mean like beta fish blue. Kind of amazing, actually. Oh, Tang wants to talk. Your holopalm pulses with a message from Tang. Hello, Solana. If you're not occupied, could I ask for your assistance in the lab? Thank you in advance. Tangent. Typical Tang. But her asking for help is something so rare that you can't help but head over right away. You find her hunched over a spectrometer, making notes on a holo screen. Wow, they must have really shrunk spectrometers if she's hunched over one. Oh, you're here, she says, blinking rapidly. She looks like she's been awake for days. She probably has. A little shiny and with the wild-eyed look of someone who needs a cup of blep tea. Came as soon as I could. I'm researching the shimmer, the respiratory illness some people report during pollen, she says. I'm loath to admit it, but I need your assistance. She takes 4 vials with swabs inside and puts them into your hands. I need recent saliva samples from both you and your father, she says. There must be a reason why he's so susceptible to the shimmer, and you're not. You share half of your genetic code with him. There must be some marker we can compare between the 2 samples. You are amazing. Thank you. Then, she continues, pulling another vial from a rack of test tubes. Administer this to yourself. Wait 3 days, and take the samples again. test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry has changed. She's drugging us already. Tang looks at you very seriously, cutting through her bleary expression. There's something going on here, she whispers. Something really, really big. I've begun to realize this is about more than just curing a disease. She squeezes your hand so hard it almost hurts. Unlocking the secrets of the shimmer, who it affects, and why it could lead to a greater understanding of all life on Vertuma. And knowledge. Knowledge is more than power, Solana. It's control. Are you okay? You see, unhinged. I'm not going to say that to her. She'll kill me. Literally. Okay, I'll do it. 1 shimmer cure, 1 help tangent, 2... Okay. Thank you, Tangent says. I've been researching so hard, I think my eyes are going to fall out of my head. And for what? Well, for the end of a debilitating disease is a pretty good reason, but Tang just shakes her head at herself before you can answer. We're at a disadvantage here, she mutters. We're fighting blind. We need to understand this planet if we're going to get it under our control. I really don't like tangents. Okay. Tangent is storming around the quad in front of engineering, checking notes on her holopalm, gesturing and grunting in frustration. Ah, this is the worst. Geez, hormonal much? Wow. I'm actually surprised this is in this game. What's the matter? I can't possibly, she says, her voice shaking, cracking. She seems too upset to even explain it. Professor Hal, she tries again. Hal. He was helping me with this physics chapter, and now he's... She throws her hands in the air. Virtual holopalm screens flying everywhere. I can't understand this without him. This is impossible, she chokes out. Why did he have to die? I miss him too. Tang nods angrily. He was a good teacher, she says. He didn't deserve to die. I wish I could have done something to save him. You both go quiet for a few seconds. Eventually, Tang sighs. Well, we can't count on the adults to protect us, that's for sure, she says. We'll have to do it ourselves. Well, good luck. I can't do that. I need 30 engineering. Holy shit. Tang nods. Going back to her notes. Thank you, she says. Thank you, she mumbles. All right. Mumble. What am I gonna do? Why are you out here, Dad? You spot your dad catching a break inside the geoponic dome. He takes a huge glug from his canteen, then upends the rest of it over his face. Whew! He exclaims. Wish I could take my eyes out of my head, wash them, and pop them back in. Yeah, he laughs as he looks at the look on your face. Too gross? Too gross. Sorry, kiddo. This pollen is just so itchy. Done. Understood? Okay. Oh, a card. Your mom grunts and rubs her eyes. She doesn't get sick like other people do during pollen, but that doesn't mean it's not still a pain in the ass, as she puts it. Is that you, Solana? She says. You should wear a mask. Tell her what you learned today. Doing paperwork. +1 for each unplayed card. Okay, that's useful. Well, you haven't really been in school for a while, or even in engineering, but you tell your mom about some paperwork you had to deal with. You're pretty good at organizing, so it was easy. Do you even know why we call it paperwork? Your mom laughs. It's true. It's not like you're sorting actual paper. Back on Earth, we used to have to use paper to... Nah, never mind. She slaps you on the back. Good for you for having your your head together. Good for you for having your shit together, kiddo. Okay, no, but you know what? I should actually get to school. School's a good idea. What do I want to learn, though? What's really hurting? Engineering is really hurting. The colony is still reeling from Professor Howell's death. You're not sure what to expect when you go to class today. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no. You take your seat in the classroom. Chief Engineer Instance is chatting near the front with Tangent. But as the class fills up, Tang returns to his seat and Instance fires up Congruence's holo projection. All right, listen up, Instance says. Congruence is expensive as hell to run in interactive mode, but you'll have to do as your teacher for now. I'm far too busy to be teaching children. Okay. Today, Congruence teaches you about machine learning and the development of artificial intelligences. Congruence has been a part of your life for as long as you can remember. It's hard to imagine a time when people didn't have access to such a powerful, all-knowing intelligence. How did people used to learn anything? Oh, jeez. Okay. What is the? Oh, this is every color. Okay, cool. So I can pop that in there. Oh, I can't do better than that. Unfortunate. Short answer, we didn't. Well, I got some engineering, that's for sure. Good stuff. Okay. I gotta go to combat, I think. Unless there's somebody who needs talking to. If I'm gonna go out there, I gotta learn some combat. I gotta get swole. Pick an activity. Defensive training. Relax on the walls. Yeah. That's what I want. You run into Cal and Anemone on the hill behind the garrison at a small construction site. They seem to be throwing logs. There is a bunch of them lying at the bottom of the hill. It's a Gebertos! Anemone shouts at you, then grunts for the effort of lifting a 6-meter long mush tree pole. It seems a lot lighter weight than normal. She throws it like a javelin down the hill and sprints after it. My best record, she shouts as she ties a piece of caution tape to the end of the pole. Your turn next, Cal says, pointing to a neatly stacked pile of construction poles behind you. From the looks of the nearby construction, they're probably destined to be a new lookout tower someday. Choose an average one. Choose a thicker, heavier one. Can I just watch instead? Maybe we should. I'm gonna 6-meter pole thrown like a javelin. It's mush pole. It's mush. It's like, so from what I've heard of it. It's not wood. It's fungus, and fungus is like way lighter. So I'm very curious, like how strong it is. But yeah, we're choosing a thicker, heavier one. Challenge mode. Let's go. Challenge mode. Wee woo, wee woo. Cal makes a noise like a siren. He shouts down to Anemone, Solana's gonna throw a big one, so you better get out of the landing zone. The pole isn't actually that heavy, but its length makes it hard to balance. You struggle to get underneath it with your knees bent. This is gonna be tough. What? 50? Oh, it's 3 rounds, but still 58? Oh, rough. Okay, hang on. Damn. That's only going to get me 1 more. That's not worth it. Okay. This is going to be rough. But maybe I can make up some now. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Nope. Congratulations, you played yourself. Literally more stress than you can handle. Alright, I give up. Defeated. I got 1 toughness. You fumble your throw at, and the pole only makes it halfway down the hill, rolling a little before it comes to a stop with the others. Bonus points for rolling, Cal announces. And Onomoni finds another piece of caution tape to mark your pole. You play for the rest of the afternoon, adding rules and variations as you go. You don't stop until the entire stack of poles are in a jumble at the bottom of the hill and decorated festively with caution tape. It's a wonder you got away with this. Okay, yeah, good enough. Good enough. How are we doing? 90 strat? Okay. You know what? Let's hit it again. Part of self-defense is training your body so that you can be ready for any situation. The security chief has you running laps, jumping through tires, climbing walls, and sprinting back and forth. He has this inverted anti-gravity pad. So, an inverted anti-gravity pad? So, a gravity pad? So, an anti-gravity pad is going to push you up, right? But if it's inverted, makes you heavier? Then why not? Okay. That makes your limbs feel super heavy. Yes, no, I understand you've read ahead. Thank you. But but that could have been said differently. I'm just saying, it could have been like a gravity pad. Just say gravity. Never mind inverted and anti. Just gravity. A gravity pad. You would have had to have that on the ship. It didn't look like it had any rotating segments. Anyway. When you do jump jacks on it, when you do jumping jacks on it, and then you do them again in normal gravity, it feels like you could jump straight back up through the wormhole. It's exhausting, but but not that different than sports ball training. That's a breeze. Look at this. 1 toughness and 1 gain memory. Work those muscles too. Okay, heyo. Is that an enhancement? Like, did my card evolve? This is great. It feels good that Rhett actually challenges your body and encourages you to achieve peak condition. Wait. Okay, we did it anyway. That's... See, I don't... Oh, man. I keep forgetting straights are a thing here. Yeah. Okay, we did it. Okay, I'm at full stress. It's time for the 3rd annual Vertunalia Festival. Vertunalia. The Vertunalia. You know what that reminds me of? So, growing up in an Italian household, you will have to eat this stuff called. You will have to eat a lot of greens, right? It's just part of the Mediterranean diet. So, one of the things. So there's this collard green, essentially. We call it bieta, right? But because it's often mixed with other things that are also green, that you learn the word, as a kid, you learn the word verduda, which literally just means green stuff. you eat the verduda. That's it. You know? I love it. One of my favorite things, even to this day, one of my favorite things is bieta. But I grew up on it, so. It's time for the 3rd... Speaking of green things, let me take a big swig of this. You gather. Okay, I've already been here 3 years. Wow. See, look. It doesn't look like the ship was built like it does in the Expanse, where it's thrust gravity, and it doesn't look like there's no spin segments. So yeah, they would have had to have artificial gravity, like on Star Trek, like. Gravity generation. Gravitons. Pfft. You gather with your family in the colony square. Everyone takes a seat as Governor Udicott approaches the stage. She folds her hands as serenely addresses the crowd. What a great pleasure to address you all today as governor, she says, looking as pleased as she ever does. In under 3 years, we've built a colony of which we can be truly proud. While we've suffered hardships and losses, we remain standing, as always, looking towards the future we are building together. Let us use this Midsummer Festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings, Udicott continues. Fresh water, good food, healthy children, and a strong community. Udicott bows her head. But first, let us remember Professor Halitosis. Did we know his full name before? Was he always named Halitosis? Okay. Who guided our children and kept our engines running for so many years. Chief Engineer Instance will be filling in with help from our ship's AI congruence until someone has taken up the mantle that rested so easily on Hal's broad shoulders. We also recognize the passing of our dear friend Chief Surveyor Melatonin. Known for his gentle nature and his curious spirit, Tonin joins his daughter Aspartame and his partner Lavendula in the world of our memories. In his place, we welcome our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing Expeditions. Udicott invites the rest of the council to stand and to be recognized among the crowd, including your mom, who huffs in annoyance. When the applause dies down and the council sits, Utopia remains standing. Actually, onto Udicott. Y'all mind? Oh, it's a y'all. Okay, hang on. Actually, onto Udicott. Y'all mind if I just make a quick announcement? Udicott nods and Utopia clears her throat. I just wanted to say thanks to y'all who are trusting me with this job. Sorry, my southern drawl is terrible. She says, her clear voice ringing out over the crowd. A cheer rises from Expeditions, and she motions for them to quiet down. Uncle Tonin's left some big shoes to fill, and, well, I'm gonna give it my best. We're fixing to get to the bottom of what we're calling the shimmer, the sniffles folks been getting during pollen, Utopia continues. Until we do, please keep on wearing your masks when the pollen is thick, and let the doc know if you're feeling under the weather. She bends down to hug the governor as she leaves the stage. Thank you, Utopia, Udicott says warmly, and thank you to the rest of the council for their service. Live music starts playing and Udicott smiles. And now it's time for games and feasting. The crowd disappears towards the feasting table, clearing the area of chairs so the children's competitions can be held. Which do you do this year? Wow, I'm not sure. I don't want to do the science fair, but a talent show or bot triathlon? Chat? Go for it. I want to know what chat wants me to do. Either the bot triathlon or the talent show. I think I'm going to have an easier time with the talent show. I think. Right? But talent show? Yeah. Yeah, I think the triathlon sounds like a mecha fight, so that. I am not a mecha. Get out your painting kazoo. Ooh, yes. Okay. Mars. Screw it. Mars is my competition. I am so screwed. Mars has been studying Deese's technique after being embarrassed by his comedy impressions last year. Her routine this time is more like a celebrity roast. Only the celebrity target is Deese. And he's not in on the joke. Oh, no. Mars, why? No. Ugh, terrible. She levels some truly incinerating disses about his clothes and his mannerisms. That is not how you're supposed to do a roast, Mars. Rip Deese's nuts, yeah. And his mannerisms and his weird hobbies, keeping it just this side of too mean. She's a lot more polished than Deese's stammering impressions, and the judge can't help but smile. F. When it's Deese's turn, he's so embarrassed that he stumbles through the whole routine. A series of knock-knock jokes that get less funny as time drags on. Oh, no, dude. Please, no, dude. And ends up running off stage before finishing. Oh, dude. All right. Play the Holophonier. It's too bad I don't know what the challenge is. Like, what the stat is. Okay, so I'm gonna guess it's create. I don't think a dance routine really works. Sing a folk song from Earth, meh. I'm gonna play the photo of honor. I'm the only person here who can play the photo of honor. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this done. Okay, I get 14 out of that. And I get 14 out of that. I'm going to go with that because I want to save this one. Okay. Okay. I can do this. No, that's bad. Ooh! All right. And these are just zeros. Okay, we're holding on to... No, I don't want to hold on to them because I want to ditch the zeros. Wondering. Wrecked. I gotta come up with 23? Dude, no. Oh. That sucks. That sucks. Unfortunate. I would have pushed through, but I didn't know the Virtunalia festival was going to be happening. Maybe you could sing Lahi. Is the photo fauner like the little like honky things? Lahi. Yeah. No, unfortunately, I fail. Defeated. You do okay, but it's nothing to write Earth about, even if you could. Fair. Deese is nowhere to be seen, but that's okay. There's no way he was going to win anyway. Mars accepts her win with grace and poise. Good for her. And now I get the 50 T. After the festivities, you take time off for a much-needed, very relaxing break. Your dad sets up a slip and slide through the colony square, and everyone takes turns sliding on their stomachs and spraying water at each other. It's a lot of fun. You can feel your worries floating away in the hot dust suns. You know what? I've collected food. I'm actually curious because I haven't actually checked. Because I know you can go in here and like check the notice board. Oh, look at that. Leave. Okay. We're gonna go collect. We're gonna escape again. I feel like we got a lot done. We get a lot done when we're out here. It's dust. It's hot. I collected... I harvested a piece of... You sneak up on the expedition's office at the colony gates. Nobody has seen you yet. The lively hustle through the gates kind of makes you miss your friends inside. If you want to go... Oh, no, I want to keep exploring. I'm looking around, seeing if there's like anything else to harvest. Whoa! Pop the float cow. This is the float cow. That is an upside down goat head. That. Whoo! Okay. A large woolly blue creature is floating here, a meter off the ground. Seems to be upside down, which is... Oh, it's upside down. Which is causing it some distress. Its segmented legs kick uselessly in the air as it tries to right itself. It must be a float cow. The colony is working on domesticating these, though you haven't seen one up close before. His slitted eyes look at you imploringly. She makes a helpless lowing noise and tries again to flip over, but she can't. There's nothing for it. You have to pop her dorsal bladder and let the liquid drain out, or she'll never be able to flip over. She struggles and screams as you open your utility knife and jab it into her bladder. Immediately, you're drenched by a hot explosion of what you hope is milk. Rough. Gross, gross, gross. The float cow spirals away as the sudden jettison of liquid propels her away from you. You hope she'll be okay, but you are decidedly not okay with how you smell now. Lovely. Oh, another log. Mushwood. You're strolling along the path when suddenly everything goes quiet. The wilderness is never quiet. There's always insect noises, the chirping of reptiles, even the wind in the trees has gone entirely silent. There's something unnatural about this place. Bravely continue on. You cartoon popped a cow? Yeah, really. 27 I can do. Nothing to it. 2, 1, 0, 0. Super goal! You walk through the quiet area. Then noise starts up again. The mystery will have to remain unsolved. Spooky. More mushwood. You should go home soon? I should go home soon. Oh, so it just rolls back over? Okay, cool. 90. We're at 90. We'll hit it one more time. I love this run. This is a cute run. You let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blob grass. Totally transparent, the sticky fronds are hard to see, but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glomming onto your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of the blob grass field. That's a hard thing to say. And there aren't many, just an absence of other vegetation. Okay. Unchangeable. Trying to get that super again. Not that it matters, really. There we go. There it is. You can hop along from that rock to that fallen log, then climb over those old pieces of surveying equipment. You'll get through this villainous blob grass. You spend a bunch of time on it though, and it takes some tricky balancing. It's tiring. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. Alright. Mid-dust. I should go relax. You organize a raid on the kitchen pantry for snacks. They want to be free. We must liberate them. I feel like I have more reds. So I'm gonna get rid of first steps. Free the snacks! Free the snacks. What is the sorry. +2 to a card. And I have 4 of them now. See, that'll help. That'll help. What should I do? When you break a leg and forget to crawl. Forget how to crawl, exactly. Am I supposed to be, like, giving something to my dad? No. I'm trying to find... You know what I'm trying to find? Like, the thing where I'm supposed to be, like... giving something to... Like, that thing that Tang told us to do. Let's deliver some supplies. It's another meeting of the Secret Fun Times Club. You're trying to figure out what to do today. It's your job as vice president of fun ideas, but you're having trouble coming up with something. Think, Solana. Think. What's that smell? Tang says she joins you. You think she means someone farted and you giggle, but then you can smell it too. It's like burning mustard or spices, strong and acrid. Then the overhead lights start to flicker. Oh no. Oh, that keeps happening, Mars says with a shrug. Like the same time every afternoon. Nobody knows why. It's a mystery. Some bad wiring. She and Tang look at each other, then at you. A mystery. They jump to their feet. There's a mystery afoot, and the SFC is going to solve it. Tang brings up a fresh notepad on her holopalm and adds 2 bullet points. Clue 1, weird smell. Clue 2, flickering lights. Cal sniffs the air. The smell's coming from that vent, he says, pointing to a screen in the corner. Get up close and sniff. Get a schematic to see where the vent goes. Ooh. Get a schematic. You pull up a schematic of the ship on your holopalm and track down where the vent goes. It takes a snaking route around the ship and connects to the cafeteria kitchens. It smells awful in here. Auntie Sedent is here, fanning the nanoprinter with a cutting board while it belches out foul black smoke. Oh gosh, kids, she says, don't come any closer. This darn nanoprinter is on the fritz again. Everything that comes out is awfully burned, and I don't want you to breathe in the smoke. Every gosh darn day, she mutters under her breath. You look up. The lights are flickering here, too. There. Did you see it? You take a closer look. There's some kind of black dust near them. That's weird. Little clumps of it are stuck to the wall and ceiling, all around the outlet and the back of the nanoprinter, too. You climb up onto the counter, much to Auntie Sedent's annoyance. When you put your hand near the black dust, your holopalm makes your hand tingle, like it's vibrating slightly. Tangent climbs up with you and tries this too. Electromagnetism. she confirms. The ferromagnetic materials on our holopalms are reacting to the presence of magnets or an electrical current. I think it's in this dust? She makes a clue. Clue 3. Electromagnetic dust. I wish I had like DMCA free like detective music. That would be good. Or like the Pink Panther theme. That would work too, but I'm definitely getting screwed for that. Auntie Seaton shoos you out of the kitchens. Out! Out! Go play somewhere else, my darlings. We've got supper to prepare. You follow the lumps of black dust through the lounge, down a long hallway to the children's crèche. Wow, does no one clean this place? There's like just a random sock. All right. It's quiet here, and instinctively you all walk softly and stop talking. You slow as you approach the playroom. Why did I not hear that? Don't tell me. Don't tell me it stopped working again. Ugh, okay. Can't do anything about that now. The crèche playroom. They're children. It was cleaned 5 minutes ago. Fair enough. The crèche playroom is empty and dimly lit, except for the holo projector in the corner showing a purple teddy bear. The one that electrocuted your friend Tammy. It keeps flickering on and off. Bravely enter the room. Convince Mars to go first. Bravely enter the room. As you step in, all the lights in the room suddenly turn on. 2 musical toys start playing all at once, and the toy robot begins spinning in circles, whirring. Mars shrieks. Tangent rushes suddenly forward, grabs a glass from an art table, and slams it upside down on the counter. I caught it! She yells. Interesting. You gather round to see. Under the glass are what look like 4 round metal things, like ball bearings. As you watch, one of them starts to roll. It advances towards the edge of the glass, then rolls in a ring around the inside. It stops. Then a pair of long silver antennae emerges from the top of the ball. They click together, producing a bright spark of electricity. You all jump back. The other 3 balls gradually wake and begin snapping their own antenna. I think we've solved our mystery, Tang says with a glowing smile. Sure enough, you find more magnetic black dust and something else. Tiny bite marks in the electrical cord leading to the holo projector. They must be feeding off the electricity, Tang explains. They're storing it like a battery to use for self-defense. And this dust must be their excrement. Fascinating. You report your findings to Dr. Instance. She discovers these pests have in fact been siphoning off electric current from your ship since it landed, and are responsible for some dangerous power outages. One such surge must have been the one that killed your friend, Tammy. From a quick look around the room, everyone knows it. Anemone rubs Cal's back as he stares at the ground. The mystery of the weird smell. Instance sends you all some kudos in thanks. Card becomes 2. Easy. Oh, wait. Whoop. There we go. Interesting. Mid-wet. New perk. Extra gear slot. Equipped an additional gear. There's gear? I have a gear slot. yeah. That works. Brilliant. +5 persuasion, +1 bonus to all 2 pairs. Nice. I like that. Let's see my persuasion. Look at that. Good stuff. Good stuff. What are we doing? We could go exploring again, I think. Or... wow, organize. Oh, so look at this. There's like... oh, interesting. Okay, so I should focus on toughness. Let's do that. Let's focus on... let's get some toughness up. Anemone can make a competition out of anything. Fastest lap, heaviest lift, most boards broken, highest kick. Most of the time she wins too. She's a fierce competitor. Oh, I could have sworn 4, 3. Oh, because they're not. There we go. They'll. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I was kind of hoping for toughness, but that's fine. Oh wait, I think I know where I'll get toughness. Ooh, look at that. Shovel dirt. This month, your mom has you and Cal digging out rice paddies. You put on mud waders that are way too big for you and stumble into the soggy muck. Cal starts nerding out about mud, as he does. The ground is so soggy because the lower gravity means the water takes longer to seep down. He explains, pulling a big clod of mud out of the ground and slopping it into the hoverlift. At least when it's raining, you don't have to use wheelbarrows. Everything is so swampy and warm on Vertunma. It's not like the dry recycled air of the stratospheric. The wet ground makes the roots for our earth plants rot easier, so we need a ton of mush tree mulch, or this kind of puffy lava rock kind of thing. He stops and rubs his face, smearing mud across his cheek. Maybe we can do that next. I like smashing it up into tiny bits with a hammer. It's nice to be outside with Cal. The tropical rain is never too cold, and Cal is great company. Just think about all the cool stuff that's out there, Cal exclaims. Who else gets to shape the planet and provide food for the colony? No one. That's who. This job is the best. He keeps on digging and nattering on about cool bugs he finds in the mud. Up to your armpits and oh, it's so cute. Ah, this face. You goof off a little and have fun. Your antics eventually lead you to slipping, and suddenly you're up to your armpits in the mud and laughing as it oozes down into your oversized waders. All right. What is redraw hand? Ooh. And I got my toughness. Nice. That's where I wanted. Okay, cool. Oh, interesting. So not all of them are going to give me that extra gear slot. Only some of them will. But it's not telling me which ones. Ah. Okay, so toughness isn't it. Um... Let's see. I'm gonna guess, like, because I don't... No, 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 no. Whoops, wrong. No, the classroom. Study humanities. You're running late for humanities class. When you arrive, everyone is gathered in the beanbags around the room's big holo projector. Ship's computer congruence is displayed on it. She's giving today's lesson, reading an old book of Earth poetry. You sit down next to Tang and nudge her and motion. What's up with this? Hey. What's going on? Hey. What's going on? Tang frowns at you. Where have you been? She whispers. Ever since Professor Hal died, Congruence has been teaching this class. And she frowns at everything in general. They said everyone else who might be qualified is too busy. And no, they didn't ask me. What does the computer know about poetry? I miss Professor Hal. You try to keep your voice down, but Congruence literally has ears everywhere. Literally. I miss Professor Hal as well, she says. Her monitor is swinging over to you. He was a very special human. Wait, you asked that out loud. Congruence can... Wait, you ask out loud. Congruence can like people? Of course I can like people, she replies. There's humor in her, not a voice. I carried you inside of me for 20 years after all. How could I not get attached? Aww. So actually, that's kind of interesting. I'm gonna make another Star Trek reference. Sorry. So there's this. So in Star Trek Discovery, the Discovery's. I'm not gonna get into why, but the Discovery's computer is actually sentient and very personable, actually, but also very, like, I don't want to say immature, but like not sure of herself. Anyway, it's very interesting, but that line does make me think of what, like, that's something that the Discovery's computer would say. You try to keep your voice down, but Congruence literally... Oh, yeah, it's like that. Alright. 19? Oh, come on. Oh, man. There we go. Two data points form a line, but 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on high alert all glow, hoping that the creatures from beyond the wall didn't return for a 3rd year in a row. Surveyors keep reporting that they're seeing unusual animal activity. Even the plants seem different. They say, as news tracks that must have been left by creatures larger and heavier than you've ever seen. You and the other colonists drill evacuation plans. You're in class when the sirens start to ring. The other kids fall to an alert hush. Then, this is one of the assembly points, so you should be safe here. But it wasn't so safe here last year for Professor Hal. What if another creature gets in? Congruence, the new teacher, is just a face on a computer screen. She can't protect anyone. Congruence flickers cheerfully. Please stay calm, children, she says. The defense squad is already en route to the creatures. They should be all over soon. You've been told this before. As the sirens continue, you're faced with a choice. Stay put, leave. I don't feel safe here. You stand up and leave. Tang and Mara stare at you like you have 3 heads. Congruence doesn't try to stop you. Not that she could. She doesn't even have any hands. Gain status heroic? You're still... Oh, jeez. Okay. You slow to a walk as you near the outer doors of engineering. Something doesn't feel right. You stop to listen in the dim emergency lighting and hear the metal popping of something overhead. In the ventilation ducts? Your blood goes cold. Monsters! They're here! You follow the sound to a workshop and force yourself to look up through the slats of the vent. You gasp. Two glistening bug-like eyes peer down at you. No. 4. 6? They're blinking in syncopated pairs. Then you hear it, over the sirens, a soft pinging noise, halfway between a chirp and a purr. The creature skitters spider-like from one side of the vent to the other. A small furry tentacle slithers through the slats, searching for the vent release. When it can't find one, it bangs its body against the inside of the vent, denting the metal. Tame it. Try to scare it away. Help it escape. Ooh, can we keep it? No, we can't. Okay, so combat challenge. Combat challenge or help it escape. I'm gonna do the combat challenge because we've got this buff here. 3 rounds and it's 40. Okay. Card becomes physical red. $13. Okay. Card becomes physical red. Okay. Nope, that doesn't help. I'm going to hang on to these. Card becomes physical red. That's not what I want. Okay, dang it. We have to do 16. 16. Let's go. I'm awesome. You grab a long screwdriver and jam it up through the slat of the vent. It's an easy kill. It's an easy kill. Good thing you had wood. Don't make me answer that. You grab a long screw. Okay, it's an easy kill, like stabbing fish in a barrel. Okay. It slumps out of the duct and onto the floor, dead. Looking at its body, you kind of feel sad, but you're not sure why. This was a monster. It could have gotten into the engines and broken things, or worse. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, ringing 3 short pulses as the all-clear message flashes on your holopalm. You and the other children file out of engineering, and you head back to your quarters. Your parents will know that you're safe. Want to know that you're safe. Your dad gives you a big hug, but your mom slumps into a seat at your small table. It's like they were going specifically for geoponics this time, she mutters. But your dad pets her hair and shushes her. I'm sure it was just bad luck, Flulabelle. He says, but your mom shakes her head and folds her hands in front of her mouth, staring out the porthole window at the fields. Early quiet. We're 13. Tangent is standing still with her face held up to the sky, letting blue snowflakes land on her cheeks. They melt almost immediately. She doesn't move as you approach. After a minute, she winces and rubs her eyes. It stings, she says, because it's made of acid. Acid snow? Tang nods. The holonet entry says it isn't harmful. It freezes at 12 degrees Celsius and turns into tiny crystals that are so heavy they fall from the clouds. You can see them under a microscope. She sticks her tongue out and lets some of the flakes fall on it. It tastes kind of sour, but sweet, she observes. Fascinating. Tang pulls a sample jar out of her coat. We know what it's made of, but our understanding is incomplete, she says, and places the jar on an outcropping of rocks. The big mushrooms changed in shape and color before the snow began to fall. I wonder, is there some sort of signal that precedes the changing of the seasons? What happens if I expose samples collected in dust season to snow from quiet season? A small, excited smile creeps across Tang's face. There's so much to learn about this planet. I can't wait. Defense training. Anemone's big brother Calm. Sexy bastard. Anemone's big brother Calm teaches karate techniques to the class. Kicks, punches, flips. I'm 13. All the cool stuff. He's much more calm than Security Chief Rhett. It takes the time to connect with you instead of just relying on intimidation. You kind of wish he was chief of security instead. Maybe one day. Can't be the boss forever, right? Calm organizes your first karate tournament. Well, he doesn't call it a tournament. It's more like an exhibition to show off how far everyone has come in their training. There's informal sparring matches and feats of strength, like high kick challenges and breaking boards. Despite Calm's best intentions, Anemone is absolutely taking this like a competition. She's got natural armor! What the heck? Anyway. This kid rocks. I like this kid a lot. She takes her place next to you at the board breaking station and gives you a challenging look, tossing her unruly hair over her shoulder. You could have picked strength. I did! Oh, it's on. +1 for see, I'm leveraging this because I'm getting buffs more. Because now I understand what this is. This isn't a buffing during the challenge. This is a buffing to rewards. You break boards under your hands until your hands are red and sore, but it's no competition. Anemone chews through those boards like they're made of soy bars. Anemone is encouraging. You're getting good. You just have to focus your power through your body more. Like, it's not just your hand doing the work, she says, slapping you on the back. And how her hands are not even sore. How are her hands not even sore? It was close enough. It was close, though. It wasn't close. It wasn't, really. But it's nice that she said so. See, I'm not getting a buff here. This is from the Sun Medallion. That's fine. Are you kidding me? Hang on. Okay, there we go. You wake to the sound of your parents arguing in hushed tones, clearly trying not to disturb you. You blink away the sleep from your eyes, eventually remembering, wait, isn't today your 13th birthday? Where's your birthday cuddles? Your parents always make a big deal about your birthday. You peek through the privacy curtain on your bunk and listen in on the argument. You're being unreasonable, your mom says. Solana is a teenager now. You have to give him the opportunity to take calculated risks, or he'll start acting out. That's just what being a teenager is. Going off into the wilderness isn't a calculated risk, your dad replies. It's too dangerous. It's weird to hear your parents arguing. If they ever disagree, they sort it out quietly or go to meditation. Damn, this really is the future. I love this. That's amazing. No, we're going to meditate on it. Nice. Good stuff. This time they sound really upset. It's unsettling. I think I should. 10 stress. Yeah, okay. They glance at you. Your mom holds up her hand to silence you and goes right back to talking. Geranium, she grates. You said yourself that we need every person out there surveying for the edible native plants. You're even going yourself. Why not our son? Your dad flails his hands helplessly. Because, Flulu, he's our son. It's our responsibility to keep him safe. You're not keeping anyone safe by coddling him. Your mom almost shouts. And your dad flinches in shock. Okay, I didn't say that, but it's getting late and I don't want to scream. I don't want to shout. Solana's survival depends on him understanding this planet we're living on. So you're not doing him or the colony any favors by pretending that that's not the case. I can take care of myself. You're brave, but you aren't stupid. You assure them that you'll stay out of trouble. Your dad's shoulders sag and he shakes his head. You barely even know what's out there, kiddo, he mutters. Your mom's fierce expression softens. Hey, Solana, sorry. It's your birthday today. And here we are arguing like a pair of assholes. Happy birthday. They both give you a hug. We meant to order up from the canteen and have your usual birthday breakfast, but we got to talking about how Utopia's opened up positions in expeditions for kids 13 and older, and, well, that's you, now. I suppose we'll have to let you spread your wings someday, your dad relents. I just feel better knowing you were safe here inside the colony walls. He gives your mom a faint smile. We decided early on to let you choose your own path in life. So if you want to join expeditions, we're behind you. Just be safe. Unlocked, explore nearby in expeditions. We're going to get to that. We are definitely going to get to that, but I'm going to lean on this for a few more months. You heard Security Chief Rhett is in the lookout for lookouts. You heard Security Chief Rhett is on the lookout for lookouts. Oh, okay, fine, I'm done. That is for kids to chill out on top of the walls all afternoon and count Xenos. Sounds way better than going to class. He gives you a once-over, eyes narrowed. All right, he says, look over there and at the end of the field. What does the sign say? Failed to read it. Refused to play his game. Yeah, I don't know what. Need perception 20 or greater? Rough! No! Oh, that sucks. Refused to play his game. Yeah. Fuck the power. Rhett looks pinched. You bothered him for nothing. Following orders saves lives, Solana, he says. I had to learn that when I was your age. He turns away from you. You're lucky you haven't needed to yet. Oh, locked. That's new. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I still have the buff. I'm leaning into it. This is called power leveling, folks. Power leveling. Combat, right? +1 to all physical skill increases for 3 months. Okay, this is my 3rd month. There's so many people training in self-defense today that you have to break out into stations. What do you want to work on today? Vert space helmet training? Capoeira? Smashing things with your fists. Capoeira? Anemoni's been studying videos of other martial arts and wants to learn some sweet dance moves to show off in class. I love this kid. She needs a partner, and you jump at the chance. Rhett watches you both, a skeptical look on his face. What does this have to do with self-defense? He says. The point of all this isn't to have fun, it's to learn how to not die. Whatever. You're too busy learning how to do a sick handspin to pay attention. Eat it. He rolls his eyes and stalks away, muttering about how you're wasting your time. You feel more in control of your body, though, which is undoubtedly going to help you in an actual fight. Have fun, then not die by killing your opponent with sweet wheeled spin kicks. Exactly. Haven't you played Tekken? Alright, so it's not in combat. Oh! I understand how this works. Damn it, I was typing Tekken as you said that. Eddie Gordo. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go relax. But, I just realized something. That there are... Hang on. Gear slots. We had one, and we unlocked one, and there's two more. It's not hidden. It's once you get to those... So we have to max out at least one thing. Okay, I've been doing this terribly wrong. But that's okay. You look around the lounge. Some friends are here. Who do you hang out with? Who do I want to hang out with? Deese? I'm going to hang out with Deese. You plop down beside Deese, who's listening to music in his ear speak, and ignoring everyone else in the lounge with dogged determination. When it becomes obvious you're not just going to leave him alone, he turns off his music with a huff. What do you want? You ask him what he's listening to, and he replies, just some old Earth music. You probably won't like it. All you have is Earth music. Unless you want to listen to the space shanties the adults made up in the last 20 years. So you don't know what he's talking about. Oh, I got a creativity out of that. You tell him to give you a little credit. He rolls his eyes, but lets you sync your ear speak to his. Grungy sounding rock music fills your skull. You spend a few hours passing music recommendations back and forth, lost in your own private soundscape. Oh, do I want to get rid of a 2? No, I don't want to get rid of one of those. No, I'm good. Okay, so let's do an expedition. Oh, interesting. So I can explore nearby or survey the plains. This is +3 perception. +1 animals, +1 friends with geese. Oh, interesting. Okay. When you boarded the expedition's autobus this morning, you didn't know what to expect. It trundled you out, and the other surveyors a few clicks north of the prosaic plains, a high flat area with cooler weather than your colony. You could barely control your excitement as you watched the landscape change, and now you're here. You're finally old enough for a real survey mission away from the colony. I got gun? They give a 13-year-old a plas cutter? That's awesome. You greet Chief Surveyor Utopia. This here is a plas cutter. DACA! I got DACA! Plus 10 combat, plus 2 to challenges. Oh man, okay. This here's a plas cutter, she says, handing you one. It's a tool for cutting and heating things. You can use it to make a fire, cauterize a wound, boil water, and it cuts some materials pretty alright. You can use it for self-defense too, but I don't suggest it. Cool, fire. She laughs. Cool, it's sweets. I'm sweets. Chat. I'm sweets. She called me sweets. She called me sweets. We're gonna get married soon. All right. This is a quiet area, and what we're doing, we're not supposed. What we're doing, we're not supposed to be in danger. We're just gonna be taking notes and pictures, keeping track of all the flora and fauna we see. Just don't touch anything, unless I ask you to take a sample. Everything is potentially dangerous. We don't know much about what's out there, which is why we need surveyors, even youngins like you. Add some shooty bits. I wonder what the first-person shooter content is like here. Prosaic plains are a sparse region. Like you can assume from the name, you can see things for a long way off. Utopia sees you squinting at the horizon. And what are you gonna do if you see something coming for you? Try to pet it. Kill it. Avoid it. Good kid. Utopia approves, patting you on the back. We don't need any trouble. Deese joins you. You must have come on an earlier autobus. Ah, good, you're here. Okay, go get her. Utopia's, oh no, that was Utopia. Ah, good, you're here. Utopia says, digging out another plas cutter for Deese. Don't give the goth kid a gun. You two greenhorns are with me for the foreseeable. Now, we don't gotta sniff each other's butts all the time out here, but I do expect you to be in yelling distance. Comms can get spotty out here. You and Deese share knowing glances. You've both been sneaking out to explore long before you were officially allowed to. Oh wait, hang on. We're out here, we're doing science. And there we go. Cool. Utopia also hands you a surveying drone and shows you how to launch it. It'll automatically perform local scans of wherever you go, though detailed scans still need to be done manually. When you return here to the depot, it'll upload its findings to the HoloNet. Your job is to cover ground, see what's out there, and so long as it isn't dangerous, record it. She slaps you on the back. Seems to be her thing. Alright, team, don't get yourselves killed out there, okay? Let's go! Let's not get killed! Woo! You know what's fun? It's reflected in the water. You stop to watch a herd of shaggy, purple-furred animals slowly meander down a slope. You've never seen them before. Study them. We are studying. 47? That's going to be rough. Okay, fine. We can do this. We can do this. Let's go! $12? Good enough. Zero is not helping. Actually, Zero's hurting. That sucks. Alright, we're gonna go with this. I need to do 25? Okay. Are you kidding me? So close! Oh! Alright, we're pushing through. The creature's fur is like grass, so they must be a kind of photosynths, an animal that gets part of their energy from the sun. You've heard of creatures like this, though you've never seen any yourself. The survey journal doesn't have any information on these particular species. You found a new species. Please don't die. I have to live with your parents. Maybe. That would be cool. You decide to name them, just in case. You look at them through your holoculars. So, wait, can you just do that by holding your hands up to your... like, doing the binocular thing with your fingers and, like, holography does the rest? That would be cool. At maximum zoom. You can kind of make out that they have super long jaws, like a huge underbite. You name them underbiters. Herding sunbiters. Underbiters. Naming things is hard, so underbiters will have to do. You log your discovery. Nice. Look at this. What? You're crossing a clearing when you hear a terrible cracking, pounding sound. This thing's got fucking biceps. A massive creature bursts through the trees. A boulder with arms. A bush growing out of its back. A bush bulb. Utopia has mentioned these before. Part animal, part vegetable, and part mineral. They really? Okay. These usually gentle giants camouflage themselves as part of the forest. Bravely stand your ground. Oof. Another... Okay. $17's solid. Less solid. Less solid. Let's try this. This. 18. Okay. I gotta make 12. Okay. I can do this. Oh, there we go. Did it. +1 bravery. Nice. The creature pounds past you, its powerful stone-like gorilla arms smashing the ground. It doesn't even seem to see you, and goes around you without even looking at you. You look around, but there's no sign of whatever motivated the bush bulb to run so fast. At least that's something to be grateful about. Cool. I'm looking around for, like, different things, but... You stop to admire the light glinting off the water of a shallow circular lake when you notice some strange rocks near your feet. They're pink and red, bobbing in the shallow water at the shore. The rocks are flashing golden yellow. This one, then that one, then a pause, then that one, then the first one again. You thought it was reflected sunlight at first, but no, the rocks themselves are glowing. Repeat the pattern. You play a memory game with them. Touching this... good, I don't have a lot of empathy. That's awesome. Nice. You play a memory game with them. Touching the stones in the pattern they give you. You feel emotions coming from the rocks. affection, interest, gratefulness. Somehow you understand. They like the contact. Are they creatures or rocks? Sometimes the lines between the two can be very blurry on Vertunma. They can't move, but learn about the world from creatures who pass by and touch them, like the way animals rub to leave their scent. These rocks entice animals to play with them and leave information about the world. You get the sense they're excited for your new scent. To what end, you don't know. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Oh! There he is again. Something big suddenly bursts out of the jungle and scampers across the path in front of you. It looks like a miniature landslide. Bush covered stone being pulled forward by powerful arms. It's a bush bulb, and hot on its heels is a second, smaller one. These slow, thoughtful creatures are rarely so full of energy. They charge back and forth across the path as you wisely keep your distance from the powerful animals. But for all their crashing and stomping they're doing, they don't actually seem to be angry. You'd swear they were actually being playful. Get closer and watch. I'm not going to attack them. They seem to be playing a game of tag. When the chaser catches up to the runner, they reverse roles. Then they do it with such gusto that the surrounding underbrush is completely crushed in a wide circle. An almost perfect circle. Then all at once, the first one crouches down on the path and tucks its arms and heads under the bushes on its back. You'd swear it was just a rock now. The second one circles the first several times, sniffing, then crouching in the same position. Now might be your chance to get past them. Keep watching. The bush bulbs dance. In perfect sync, the two creatures slowly stretch out and up, revealing their rocky bodies and reaching their surprisingly long necks up to the sky. They begin to shake their bushes and rattle their antlers in rhythm with each other as they stomp slowly around the clearing they made. You think they're dancing. The intensity of the dancing increases. They're both shaking their backs so hard that some of the branches and fruit are flying loose. Instinctively, you reach out and grab a piece of fruit. At that moment, the dancers shift and... Youch! One of them steps on your hand with full force of its massive body. You let out a cry of pain and clutch your hand to your chest. Oh, that looks bad. The two creatures have been so intent on each other that they hadn't noticed you there. They're so startled and perhaps embarrassed that they take off running in opposite directions. Well, that was weird. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. Well, that was awesome. You're getting old. Oh no, it's the birds. Okay. You're getting older. It's that magical time in your life, full of discoveries and possibilities, when children become adults and their bodies change in weird, wonderful, and often embarrassing ways. When you were younger, Congruence gave your class a frank presentation about preparing for the changes your bodies would experience in the next few years. Which parts of the presentation was relevant to you? Interesting. So if I'm 13 and you get a Congruence gave a class a few years ago, like when you were 10, 9, were you getting, so you were getting ready you were getting prepped for that part of your life that early. That's probably smart, actually. I do like that you have your presentation changed as you age. Yes. None of it. I'm like a doll down there. Okay. Well. I'm just going to be a cishet male at this point and just do the cishet male thing, if that's okay. You and your friends let's try that again. You and your friends giggled your way through Congruence's presentation and left with a new appreciation for the wonders of the human body. Oh, they'll be appreciating it more later. Puberty has felt like something that would happen so far in the future that it didn't apply to you. You put it out of your mind, even as you notice Cal's voice begin to drop, or Mars starting to dress differently. Until one morning, you wake up and... Oh my god, is this a wet dream? Okay. Something feels different. You just know something's off as soon as you open your eyes. Things are squelchier than you'd expect them to be. Down there. You were having an exciting dream, and then something happened. But you can already barely remember it. You just want to close your eyes again. You remember congruence's sexual education classes, and you're really not ready for the real-world practical applications. After a few minutes, you sigh and muster up the courage to look under your blankets. Yeah, that's a thing. Deal with the mess. Okay. I'm not ignoring it. Deal with the mess. You wait for your parents to leave for work, calling out to you that you're going to miss breakfast if you lie around in bed. When you're sure they're gone, you carefully strip the sheets off your bed and stuff them into the recycler. You put in a requisition for new sheets from the depot and continue on with your day. That night, you find your dad waiting for you. Oh no. Don't do it, Dad. Don't do it. This is never good. This is not good. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, someone in laundry must have narked. Oh no. Or there's like an automatic, like the computer does it, and then something like warning, come. Or congruence. Oh no. Congruence is gonna look at you funny next class. Okay, fine. That night, you find your dad waiting for you. He's pulled your privacy curtain back to show you your stripped bed and looks up for the... No, Solana did it to himself! Knowing smile when you enter holding new sheets. He laughs, putting on an exaggerated detective impression. Now, I can only think of one reason why a teenager suddenly cares about doing his own laundry. He points at you and exclaims, by Jove, I think I've got it. What's up, Solana? Up. Cringe. Got something to share with your old man? Heck to the no. Chris, notice you have reached a new stage of maturity, meatbag. Exactly. You can feel your face getting red as you ignore. I feel my face getting red now, and I'm just reading this. It's this look. This look. This is not good. Oh god. Okay. Red and you as you ignore him and make your bed, but it doesn't stop him. Aw, kiddo. It's okay to feel a little wet behind the ear. Stop. Dad, stop, please. You retreat into your bunk and slam the privacy curtain closed. Can you slam? Is it like a stiff curtain? So I don't know if that's your female presenting. Mom handles this. She's less jokey. Interesting. Sure. Okay, because that's blood. So, yeah. Guys come is funny. Just, I guess so. Alright, anyway, I don't know. Blood's less funny. Understood. You retreat into your bunk and slam the privacy curtain closed. Where's the privacy curtain in this? Anyway. So you can't hear him make any more jokes. Oh, he's so embarrassing. He's... Gain status. Gain status hormones? Dude, if that is not the funniest system message ever in the history of ever, Gain status. Hormones. I'm done. I'm done. What is happening? You feel on edge today. Like everything that happens feels so unfair and tragic. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Like you want to punch stuff and then cry about it. Like you want to be left alone, but you also desperately want attention. That's just me. Am I still going through puberty? Need some time to recover and maybe a smoke? A wank? A schwank? As Shy Lily calls it, a schwank? Hands you MCR CD? Oh. It feels like a font of new energy starting to bubble up inside you. Dangerous, uncontrollable energy. Welcome to puberty, Solana. Maybe that's where we should leave it. Maybe. You know what? I think that's a good spot to leave it. New save. I think that's I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay. Holy crap. Nuts. Okay. Let's raid somebody. Let's just, if somebody's still streaming right now, let's raid. Why not? Hopefully that was fun for you guys. I'm having a blast. That was a lot of fun. A lot of good stuff there. Kano, I think. Yeah. Kano is a member of the channel. A member of the channel. He's a member of the Discord, and you can join the Discord too. He is at this point doing insanely hard raid progression in Final Fantasy 14. So go enjoy the fun looking stuff, and I will see you on Saturday for Valorant. Actually, I'm really looking forward to it because I feel like I'm improving a lot. So Valorant, let's go. Fun. Have a good night, and I will see you on the weekend. Take care.